and welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Fallen. We're once again joined by our lovely cast. We'll get straight on into it. Okay. The question to the players: do you guys want a recap roll, or
No, I think you should just do recap.
just let me do it?
So it's been a while.
Yeah.
Let me just do it. So, last we left off, the party had just gotten to the outskirts of Tent City. And Tent City is this large, sprawling city kind of based around all of this hydrocraft magic where the streets of Tent City aren't even streets. They're like almost like Venice, where their roads are water and they have boats that flow between them. And there's been immense engineering using hydrocraft and runecraft rather to kind of manufacture this, and even the technology of that has kind of been lost to the ages. The party, after kind of surveying it from the top of the hill, looking down at Tent City, which is kind of built around this river delta, they decided to kind of investigate. On the way, they went ahead and I'm getting some echo from somebody's mic. Who am I getting an echo mic from? I don't know. It doesn't matter. So anyways, they go down to towards the city, and they're seeing this massive outflux of people. And they later discover that apparently there is some paranoia right now amongst the Roseblood royalty, as apparently they either are worrying or there have been assassination attempts on the royal family, the Rosebloods, and the whole city's on lockdown, doubling of the guards. Apparently a child had just been hung like not 2 days before you guys arrived because they had been playing around the outside of Castle Pitch Tent and had been hung thereafter as a spy. Anyway, so the party approaches Tent City, and so there's a lot more people leaving than going in. And they go ahead, Uhtred bought some clothes from a Leodelphian merchant near Roger, a very charismatic and charming fella, and a worshipper of the Great Bargainer. Anyways, Uhtred kind of got ripped off and didn't realize what he gave over.
They were a great price.
He got ripped off, but he does have very nice clothes. And after that, the party kind of came up, and I believe it was Destin who realized that this guy fit a description of somebody that just over a drink with one of his old mercenary friends in his band had mentioned somebody very similar in Redland with this description. And after making an exceptional roll, Destin realized that this is an assassin named Roger, and that they need to be very careful. And Roger had already kind of detected and picked up on that. There was somebody in the party that he was rather interested in, and wouldn't mind having some moments alone with them with a knife. Anyways, so this is serious, and the party fled. Some guards came that managed to build enough distraction. After that, they went ahead and, again, due to Destin's knowledge of kind of the inner workings of less than reputable avenues in Redland, that they should probably seek out a smuggler and probably try to enter the city that way. And they found a man named Lether, who was a kind of old, decrepit smuggler merchant, and he was able to point them to the shore where they found a smuggler named Wendell. And Wendell was very kind. He gave them crab cakes and gave them a very reasonable price to smuggle them to the city. And on their kind of boat travel, Wendell mentioned that he had, in fact, transported somebody not but 3 months ago, fitting the description of Vex. And so this is like the biggest, most concrete bit of information that the party has received in probably months. Anyway, so they went ahead, proceeded into the town. Wendell let them know that this man they're seeking, this Dennis, that he maybe shouldn't be entirely trusted, but that he does have some kind of red notebook that apparently he keeps a lot of information in. And maybe if things go worse, maybe that's what you guys need to seek. Anyways, you guys enter in.
Continue, though.
Yeah.
Is Dennis, in fact, a menace?
We will find out. Anyway, so you guys entered into the city, and you guys went looking for Dennis in the Wet District. And the Wet District is it's a part of the city that because it's on a river delta and the tide kind of comes in and out, this place is known to flood, which isn't necessarily a bad feature in the city, as a lot of people that live here are sirens, and a lot of them, there are actually parts of the Wet District where it's entirely underwater, and that's fine. But as you guys were picking your way through the street, you were ambushed by a couple of siren gangsters, thugs, who ambushed you guys, and without really realizing who they were messing with, put up a good fight, but ended up getting pretty obliterated. And towards the end of this encounter,
I mean, the only one who put up a good fight was the one fighting Uhtred. Uhtred got his ass kicked.
Yeah, Uhtred got
who is still alive? Who is still alive and who is not?
So, anyways, this one guy, this hero of thugs, he
Levi Thugarian the Third,
Level 2 thug.
Level 2 thug. He went ahead and got pinned underneath a body that Destin threw, and after being injured, Uhtred, kind of in a semi-frantic, psychotic moment, screamed out, and after killing the guy that was laying on top of him, cried out, "You will pay for your crimes, Bioka," as he chopped off his head and dismembered this guy's body, completely losing, apparently, like, his eyes glazing over and kind of completely losing himself in what he was doing. And internally in Uhtred's head, having these immense, like, hallucinogenic visions of being clad in this gold and white armor and standing above the dismembered body of his young friend Bioka, the child that he raised or helped raise and took care of. So let me swap over here real quick, and we can continue. Does anybody else have anything to add to that, or did I do a good job?
That's a great job.
Yep.
Let me grab you guys in. Okay. You find your guys, and is the music all right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
You guys find yourselves in this alleyway. Uhtred is kneeling on the ground, blood pouring around him, the chopped up dismembered. It's completely gory and horrific.
Gory.
And Uhtred, as you're kind of looking around down at your hands that are now like your entire front is just, your new clothes are just like covered in blood as you just chop this guy to bits.
Do you think Roger would be upset?
You have a moment where all of a sudden you you're looking around right now, and your vision is like flickering in and out of reality to where you're seeing this street and there's this dead thug in front of you, and it's like flickering in and out of focus. And the other time where this other place you again are clad in what you're kind of looking down in this white armor. The sword in your hand is indeed adversary, the same one. Your dismembered friend, Bioka, not a child in this vision, but you see the Spear of Destiny lying on the ground. Actually, no, I'll say the Spear of Destiny in your hand. His body's chopped up on the ground, and you look around and make me a quick general knowledge check. I will say this is level 1. If you can't know this, then this would be insane.
This might happen, my boys. I don't have great general knowledge.
Oh, and you're injured, right?
Yeah, so I think
I think you have a level 2.
Okay, boys, let's do this.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So you look up and around, and you realize that you're in Redwall, but Redwall that has it's on fire. You see multiple of these giant Gothic monolithic structures destroyed and toppled to the ground, and you can see war engines off in the distance cracking through the walls of Redwall. And you're looking around you, and you're seeing dead bodies all around you, and as you kind of stand up and look around in the firelight,
what these dead bodies are wearing.
All of them are wearing. You see some cult members, but you also see dead cadets, and you're looking at their wounds, and they're not really you're looking around at their wounds. And you can see some of them are still faintly sizzling and glowing with a blast of light all around you. And you see there's piles of dead bodies around you. Yeah. And then you flicker back into reality.
Oh no. And there's piles of dead bodies around me here.
Yeah. Yeah, for the moment, while Ucha's just hallucinating, Destin's like rushing up to him, and as he flickers back,
if anyone touches me while I'm hallucinating, I immediately try to stab them.
Hallucinating, you were in an out-of-body experience.
Okay.
You can't really see you don't really know what's going on in the physical world at that point.
Okay.
yeah, but like the moment that Uhtred flickers back into reality, Destin's gonna grab him by like the scruff of his coat and just like shove him back in Swamp and say, "The hell are you doing?"
At this, Uhtred's kind of taken it back did Destin buff or no?
No, he did not buff. This is
Okay.
normal Destin.
So your normal Destin's tall enough, as this like great giant of a man is kind of like asking him to explain himself, and like I imagine you're pretty angry right now.
Yep, quite.
Uhtred's just gonna kind of look at him and go, "Get the fuck off me," and try to like push him away.
Destin's not gonna let go.
Okay, we'll do a lift versus lift. Go ahead and both rolls.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna win, so.
I mean, Destin's lift isn't fantastic. Oh, he does roll 7 dice, but that's
and
not
you
amazing.
have the lift. Do you have the lift charm added to that?
Oh yeah, I do. Wait. Yeah, wait, the lift charm is active right now. Yeah, it's let's see.
There's my 2. Maybe I roll all one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I got a nat 1.
I got a 3.
Yeah.
That might have been close if I wasn't hurt.
So you go ahead and Destin, what do you want to do?
Yeah, Destin's not gonna let go in the least. He's just gonna like hold him there and say, "I'm not letting go until you see what the fuck just happened. You just killed those 2 people for no fucking reason. What's wrong with you?"
For no fucking reason, they were coming at us.
They were
forget
down.
what we're fucking doing
They
here?
weren't a threat.
Everyone's a threat. They were trying to stop us from continuing on the mission. We have things to do, Destin.
And
It may not mean much to fucking you.
It doesn't include killing defenseless people.
Masked Man is gonna go ahead and appear. Let me grab
I like
it.
the masked man.
We could talk to them. Could got information.
He's gonna appear and in this kind of like he appears in kind of this black smoky figure, and he kind of just steps like kind of disrespectfully through the bodies and looks at you guys and goes, "Are we done? These were thugs, trash." He just kicks them. No, there was no reason they need to be alive anyways.
We could have talked to them. Got information at the very fucking least.
Information about what?
I don't
Who they
know.
robbed
Where to
last
find this
week?
guy?
Hey guys, one thing: try not to interrupt each other. I know you guys, there's a delay,
Yeah.
but let's try not to interrupt it for the audio.
Sorry.
Yeah. Could got information or something from them.
Information about what? Who they fucking robbed last week?
Maybe they know our guy. Maybe they can help us find him. You know, you just killed him because you're too lost in your fucking bloodlust. What was that?
I don't fucking know. I'm all new to this too. Do you look like I fucking have any clue about what we're doing?
You see, as the maskman does kind of look at you and go, "Something did happen there. I lost sight in your eyes for a second. What exactly did you see, Uhtred? You said Bioka."
Destin's gonna let go of Uhtred at this moment. Just say, "Talk, for the love of God. What happened?"
You see his dipper kind of comes up. "Maybe we shouldn't talk here, guys."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Corpses. Fuck. Destin's gonna look at the bodies. Quick, search them quick. Gotta figure out what's going on. Then get out of here.
Search the 2 that
So,
I finished off.
Both of these guys have, I will say, no, they don't. They're literally fucking like peasants. They didn't have any money. That's why they were mugging you. One guy has a shoddy axe, which is the one that was fighting Uhtred. The other one, I believe, had not a mace. He had a club, a shoddy club, no, just a normal club. And then those are the weapons you find them. They really don't have like anything really on them. They were trying to mug you for shit. They were desperate.
Like a notepad, a book, anything like any kind of information.
That's cute, thinking they can read.
Yeah, I know, but
not particularly. I will say that Uhtred, the one guy that you just killed, you can see as you kind of pick down and you're looting him. He's got like just normal like clothes that are now slashed to chunks. He has the shoddy axe laying on the ground. He does have a wooden necklace on his neck.
I'm gonna snatch the necklace.
And as you kind of snatch it, Make me a spiritual check.
Ooh. Oh no.
This will be a level 1.
Okay. Well, let's see. Okay, I get it. I only rolled a 1 after my injury.
You something about this situation, this beggar or this criminal in the street that you just murdered, as you pick his necklace off, there's something in your something deep down that thinks that, like, okay, this is something doesn't sit right with you. Like, this seems hypocritical as your own necklace weighs heavy on your neck. But that's internally. Nobody else, like, that's just like,
yes.
you just feel that in your soul for a second. You're like, huh, like, this could have been me.
And I'm going to kind of just stow that in, like, my
Before,
pockets.
and then kind of you feel that for a second, and then you can let that kind of a numbness return if you'd like. It's up to you.
I wouldn't necessarily say numbness. He's, like, keeping it in the back of his mind as he's about to explain himself when we get off the street. So, he's going to stash it kind of in his pocket. Do I notice anything about the necklace, just, like, in general, though?
It is literally just a simple necklace. It maybe has a small carved. It's a small carved thing, maybe like the shape of a full moon. And on the back, you can just see the word Lisa, but that's it.
I'm going to change my mind after inspecting this, and I'm going to kind of, like, put it in his, like, hands and cross his arms on his chest before we leave.
Okay.
While this is going on, Sirius is going to pick up one of the flowers that's over here. And he's going to sip.
Wait, this guy's alive, isn't he?
Oh, I should say that. No. Nobody here is alive. Everybody's been murdered.
The one guy was alive. We threw into the ocean.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Well,
this guy...
I think you need to reframe murder. We gave them freedom.
I'm gonna sit this guy up against the wall so he's kind of out of the way of the road. He's gonna put a flower in his hands before moving on.
Fanakra, I believe, is still kind of bawling there as Dipper's gonna come up and just grab Fanakra by the shoulders, like, "Come on, we gotta get out of here."
Okay, and Fanakra is just having kind of trouble putting his feelings into words.
As you kind of look down and, like, the horrific, like, literally you open this guy's head out open on this, like, half of his head is just opened up, and you can see, like, parts of brain matter and stuff, like, splattered on the wall to the left here that or on the right here where you, like, basically just caved in his skull.
We should go. We should just leave.
Yeah, and Dipper kind of just starts dragging you if you're, as long as you're following.
Yeah.
Okay, and with that, we are going to return to Theater of the Mind. Give me a second.
Like Theater of the Mind.
Dan Weeks in the chat asked, interesting, VTT is this? This is Talespire. This is Talespire. It's a really good one. Okay, so back at Theater of the Mind, let me drag everybody over. Okay.
Before I explain myself, I want to ask, like, Grant a question about what does Destin even know about Uhtred?
Not all too much, really. He knows that he's part of he used to be part of the what you call it, the Red
Legion.
Yeah, Red Legion. He knew he's part of that, and he knows that he was at Redwall during that day, but he doesn't know. I don't think we ever went over that. Like, did we ever glance over the part that Uhtred was friends with the people who nuked Redwall?
I don't think so.
I think
I only talked to Sirius about it, but you weren't there.
Yeah, so Destin doesn't know all that much about Uhtred.
I was just curious. Okay.
You guys kind of begin walking away from this map. And, yeah, these guys may... You guys right now, I believe... I'm going to drink some water.
Water.
I believe Sirius was leading the way. And actually, I think it was Sirius's bad check that maybe got you guys to the wrong part of town.
Is there a place where we can kind of, like...
You guys are kind of turned around. You're turned around right now. Somebody else would need to make another check.
Me We need to make a what?
You would need to make another general knowledge check if you guys would like to continue towards Dennis the Fence, which
I think it
remember.
would be roll survival because it was going
Yeah.
through the streets.
Yep, it would
Dennis
be survival.
Fennis.
Is there
Alright.
a place we can at least like chill out and talk where we're not going to be?
Uh,
As you guys can look around, so you guys are on this slumminly street as the kind of the sewage, almost sewage. It's almost like sewage as like the river flows, and this is not the nice part of town. This water is filthy and disgusting and stagnant as the forces that drive the water, the runecraft and hydrocraft that drive the water. Is not working here, and so there's like mosquitoes spawning there. The smell is of wetness and rotting wood, and you hear like the slow creaking of like water lapping up against the docks. The structures around you not really made to survive the flooding of this district. A lot of them have, and there's a lot of barren, empty space as well, as usually tents are set up here and homes that can be moved. But some structures remain. Who's looking for a structure to kind of hide out in?
Figured Destin and us would, since he wanted to
Okay.
talk.
So, Destin, if you want to make me a perception check to look for, or it could be actually, let's make it a survival
General
check
knowledge?
because it's it's survival check because remember, survival is also like street smarts. So you're probably looking for. It's not like you can't see the buildings around you, but it's more of like, do you know which one might be unoccupied and might be a good place to hide out for a minute?
yeah.
Survival check. We'll say this level 2, uncommon.
Okay. I've been in this area before. You can get like Tent City.
So
Can I
actually,
be-
you've never been inside of Tent City. You operated around the outside of Tent City.
Okay. So let's see. 5d6. Boop.
With the 2, you get it. So you're able to spot a small, what you kind of look as it appears to be an old bakery shop. As apparently this used to be a nicer part of town. Its structure is made of this older siren architecture, which is kind of this. It's very similar again to the marble structures that are in Redwall.
Mm-hmm.
And it's this kind of dark, bluish marble structure, and it's the one thing that it's weathered the constant flooding and receding of tides better than anything around it. And you kind of look around, and you can see that there are the windows are boarded up, and there's like makeshift little fake window inserts to keep stuff out. But you kind of peeking around inside, and you don't see any movement or activity, and you're able to kind of lead everybody inside. But there's nothing really in here beyond scraps of driftwood that have been flooded in here when it floods here, as this place is not watertight, but the structure itself is able to resist the waves pretty well. It's probably the room, I don't know, the size of it's a small bakery. It's a small place where there's a spot in the back where you see some stone tables where you could mend bread and stuff, and an old, really old furnace where people were cooking bakery. But beyond that, it's pretty crappy in here, and there's dripping water and stuff.
All right. Destin is gonna lead everyone inside and close the door behind them and say, "All right, we should be here for a couple of minutes, or at least. I don't think the guard's gonna patrol around this area much, considering how destitute it is. All right." And he's gonna turn and look to Uhtred, and he's gonna look to Sirius, and just nod to them both and say, "Okay." He's
he nods. I thought you were going to say something.
Sorry. Yeah.
Does the masked man return?
Does not.
Okay.
Guys.
Well,
Sirius just kind of looks to Uhtred for a second, and he sort of hesitates before he says this. Still thinking about Bioka?
yeah. I mean, I look at Destin's you're kind of, everyone here except Sirius doesn't really know my past. You want to know what my vision was, right?
There's yes, tell us.
I just the past.
I just want to know why you did that.
I don't know. why I did that.
Well, then talk about. I don't know. Maybe we fucking figure it out. Just put it on the table. Cards on the table. We need to know. 'Cause
Okay.
that
well-
wasn't good. We need to figure out if that happens again. That could get us killed or worse. We can't. We gotta figure out how to not let that happen.
Dipper's gonna kind of he's just paying intense attention to this.
Well, Sirius, you know where I come from, how I grew up. I didn't know that I was Brightkin until the attack on, Redwall. The masked man told me that the more I die and come back, there's changes he alluded to. He hasn't really told me what those were, but what happened is Bielka, well, I grew up an orphan. My parents were killed, or at least I thought they were, in Crossroads. And Bielka is one of my friends from the orphanage. We got separated, and I got sent to... And as Uhtred's kind of saying this, he's kind of like saying it with like a heavy breath, if that makes sense. Like, this is painful for him to talk about. I got separated from them. He was my family. I lived on the street. I didn't have anyone. We just had each other. And I went to Redwall and got caught up in a bunch of different stuff, which is why the masked man is like here, I guess. Well, they apparently never forgot, and I saw them in Redwall about a couple days before the attack. I'm up there on the stage with the Emperor and with Vex, her mother, and Flint. Finocchio was there as well, and something happened. There's a big explosion, and I saw my friend blow himself up, and in all that chaos, the next thing I know is my
Dipper goes,
mother's
your friend
there.
Bielka?
Yeah, no, my other friend Finnan, blow himself up, and the next thing I know is I feel this sharp.
It's like Dipper kind of like almost like can't believe what he's saying. What are you saying?
Yes, these were my friends. We grew up together. We took care of each other. We did what we had to do to survive. We were cast off by society. No one cared about us. I mean, I don't know. Dipper comes from a nice family. Finocchio's got his hive. Sirius, you have your family. We had nothing. And no one cared. You know why I got sent to the orphanage was because I got caught stealing food from some rich person. They didn't care. And they felt that too. And they got wrapped up into this cult stuff. Well, before we're leaving the city, because Flint said Vex needed to get out because she was in danger, I was walking back from seeing Commander Royce, who was the city guard captain. And I'm like, I get snatched up onto a rooftop, and there's Bielka with the Spear of Destiny. And
The spear of destiny.
yes,
Okay, go on.
he's the reason Vex's mom's dead. He's the reason this war started. So as you can see, I may be a little angry about that. Since I left them, they did what they had to do. I could have stopped them from getting wrapped up into this cult fucking nonsense. I mean,
At this, the masked man is going to materialize, and he's just leaning up in the back corner. Actually, I don't even see you guys see him materialize. You just hear a black dark a heavy
whoosh.
blacked voice kind of in the blackness of the corner in the back, and hear the voice of the masked man go, "What did you see in your vision?"
I was in Redwall, the city was burning and was destroyed, and like these war like mechanisms or this instruments of war were crushing through the great walls. I was standing there in white clad armor. Bioka was dead in front of me, and I held the Spear of Destiny, and around me were piles of bodies. Some of them guardsmen. Some of them guardsmen. Some of them were cultists. They were. Their wounds were not that they were killed by Brightkin. They were killed by light.
This the masked man is going to like slowly walk out of the shadows. What were you wearing, Uhtred?
I was wearing armor.
Cadet uniform?
No.
Private uniform?
White and gold armor. And in my hand was the Spear of Destiny.
The masked man at this kind of like is just staring intensely at you right now.
As
He's
I'm
gonna
kinda
walk
staring
forward towards everyone. What you're experiencing, Uhtred, is a well-documented phenomena of Brightkin. He kind of like looks around. You see, their kind can't die, not in the traditional way, but there is a price to be paid. Or a price, you could see it as a gift, and some do. For every time they come back, a little part of who they were dies, and that little part is replaced with aspects of the Bright Lord. As he kind of like looks around, he kind of is gonna kind of turn his back. Slowly but surely, you will become one of them. Every time you die, every time you use your powers, all of it, you will become more and more and more like them. And by the end of it, he turns back, there'll be nothing left of you. Just another usurper, a tyrant, as all your kind are.
I didn't ask for this.
It's just what you are. Doesn't change our deal, though.
No, doesn't.
He's gonna look around. Your necklace.
If it's well documented, wait, hold on. If it's well documented, there's gotta be some way we can stop it, right? Is there something we can do?
The masked man has this dark, deep chuckle. What are you talking about, you stupid mercenary? Do you not know what you're dealing with here? This is a
Magic
walking
bullshit. I've been dealing with my entire fucking life. Now answer the fucking question.
He's gonna point to Uhtred. This is a walking. I know you might not fully grasp this, but this is a demi-bright. This is a part of a god. He kind of gestures. You can't control this. He is what he is. The best thing we could do for him would be to drive a stake in his head and bury him 6 feet under. But that is not part of our deal.
Suppose the other solution is just to treat him as if he can actually die. After all, his symptoms only get worse if he does die.
Thing is, you all see these as symptoms. If it were me and the other foot, I don't know if I'd see it as that. You gotta understand, as he points to him, every time he dies, he becomes a bit more calculated, a bit more forward-seeking. We might be the ones in the wrong for all I care, but it doesn't matter, as he kind of tickles himself. Regardless, I will not let Redland fall to you Brightkin bastards.
Great, thanks for the useless platitudes. Alright. Look.
That's it. Silence. And the masked man is gonna like just lock up, and you see his like Destin's just gonna go ahead and freeze frame. Man, that one does not know what he deals with.
You forget you weren't in his mind for the past 2 years.
He kind of points to him. He is too ambitious, thinks himself invincible. He does not respect what he's meddling with. None of you do. We should find Vex'hilla and leave this place. What is about to happen? The spear is lost to us. Redland must unify and fight. That is all that matters. Your investigation, you talked to that boatman, the crab guy, Wendell?
Yeah.
He saw her, didn't he? I was listening.
He did.
This man Dennis, we should find him. Seek him out. Get the information any way possible. And then rescue her. And after that, your contracts are done. We are near the end. Do you understand?
Yes.
Our deal will be done the second that Vex'hilla is safe and away from this place. I honestly didn't think you'd make it all this far. Look at how far you've come. Dragged yourself through a winter, a terrorist attack, all the way here. He kind of is going to look around. I wonder which of you will make it out of here alive. You certainly will. Or, as he looks to Uhtred, or, I don't know. You see, just because you can't die doesn't mean that Uhtred can't die. Doesn't matter. The contract stands. With that, the vast man is going to go ahead and slowly fade into like smoke. As Destin, you go ahead and you mid catch back up in mid sentence. Like your mouth is still moving. Like you could hear what was going on, but your mouth was still moving. As you're like, yeah.
You go, oh, fucking prick. All right. You know what? Okay, Uhtred. You heard that, right?
Yes, we all heard it.
We gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Listen, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I ain't gonna claim that I do, but I'm not letting this shit happen. All right? This bullshit is not. We can stop it. All right? You just gotta be careful. Gotta keep yourself in check. All right?
Uhtred, in this moment, I'm just curious in your head. How do you feel about this? Do you even it's up to you. Because I know that, on one hand, your character is becoming more and more numb to all of this. But does any of this ring true, yes or no?
It does. But I guess kind of what is kind of mostly what he's mulling over is kind of Massman's final words, which one of you will make it out here alive, and kind of Uhtred's realization that he may be the only one physically here that would make it out alive, and that's including Vex. So he's kind of just more thinking about. He understands to be careful, but he knows that this quest may take the lives of the party. So he's kind of more thinking how he can get around that.
As you kind of sit there, as you guys are all kind of quiet, in taking all of this information, just not really sure what to do, you guys hear outside the clip clop of multiple horses.
How far away are we from the bodies?
I'd say you went a couple blocks, but you guys see as two guards on horseback are clopping through the street as they pass through the slum area, and these horses, they're weird. They look like horses, but they almost have seahorse heads, and they have these beautiful fins that are folded up against their bodies. And they kind of clip clop pass before jumping into the river, to the water, and swimming through that way. And they keep continuing as you guys kind of peek through the kind of cracks in the rafters.
Can I use some of my blessing to heal myself?
Absolutely. So if you want to, we trying to do a level 2 heal.
I'll try. Yeah. I have 1, 2, 3.
So you can just roll.
6 light left.
So just roll.
Okay.
Wait, does this visibly do anything when he does this?
Oh yeah, he glows a lot.
As he's healing, Justin's gonna look to him and say, "What the hell are you doing?"
They're away. I haven't healed yet. I haven't even rolled yet. Well, I'm trying to find
You're starting to glow as you're thinking about it.
Yeah. Uhtred, he just told us what would happen if you'd used your fucking powers.
I'm no good to anyone hurt. Look, he said He said powers, but from what I was told, I don't know if he. I'm
He
pretty sure
just
the
said-
biggest.
Ugh.
So you. Hear me out. I know this task. You didn't sign up for this at first, Destin. No one would blame you if you left. Same to you, Dipper and Finocchio. But I can't stop. It was my job to protect Vex and her family, and I failed. I'm not gonna let this shoulder stand in the way of it. And I'm pretty sure the changes didn't start coming until I died. I've died twice. I'm pretty sure if I can just, not die, I should be okay.
He just said that every single time you use that light stuff, you're gonna go fucking insane more and more.
Yeah, but
He
how
literally
much do you
just said
think?
that.
How much do you think Luck uses it?
Luck is insane. He's
mean,
a
yeah,
fucking
somewhat.
he's a fucking monster.
I mean,
He
not.
doesn't give a shit about shit.
Dipper's
That's
gonna go,
not true.
guys, you're yelling.
That's not true. You don't know
Then-
Luck.
Please calm down.
I don't think you all understand the gravity of this situation. Listen, Uhtred, just take it easy. Let it heal naturally.
Fine.
Dipper goes, but we need him. The light magic, we've been using it a lot.
Yeah, and that's not a good thing. It's probably why he just did that back there.
Pinocchio,
We just gotta use them.
I'm gonna kind of look towards Sirius and Finocchio as they've kind of been mostly quiet through all this. What do you guys think?
You have a duty to fulfill. And I think you need to be in tip-top condition for that. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sirius just kind of gives him a smile.
I'm gonna smile back. I'm gonna wait for Finocchio.
We lose the Uhtred part of you. You'll still be on our side, right?
Yes. I can't. I'm not gonna. Uhtred would never betray you. I don't know how long it takes for me to go away.
Then maybe we should be careful with it. Listen, we can find something in town. We can find a doctor or something. He can give you patch you up a little bit. But Uhtred,
Fine.
listen, I'm not doing this for
Dipper's
my
like,
own personal
Dipper's like,
benefit
look,
here.
I don't want to die here.
I don't either. But I'm not doing
We
this for
need
my
a
own personal
low
benefit
profile
here.
as well.
He's bleeding right now. Fucking fence. That doesn't make any sense. Look, he's been fine every other time he's used it, and he's used it a lot. It shouldn't matter.
He just murdered 2 people and went into a hallucinogenic state.
Well, but
Listen,
it worked for us,
hey,
didn't it?
Uhtred, I'm not doing this for my
What
sake.
did Dipper say?
He said it worked for us, didn't it? Uhtred, just do it. Just do it. Just
Uhtred, I'm
Glow,
advocating
Uhtred.
on your behalf here. I'm simply presenting that if you do this, you might lose yourself for good. Just be careful.
Dipper kind of like behind the Destiny. He's like hand gesturing like the hand gesture you do when like you heal. He's like
Fine.
and just he
Destin.
points his shrinker guns and like crosses his arms and pretends like he didn't do anything.
Just looks back to him with a scowl.
You didn't see him.
He knows what's happening.
No, you don't. It's stealth. He's stealth.
Destin,
He is stealth.
do you think? I don't know. Serious? Do you think we can walk across these streets without being stopped by the guards in the condition I'm in?
Probably not. And I also suspect that getting medical care, as Destin recommends, is probably going to be a tall order in this part of town.
At this
Not
point,
to
the
mention
mask.
finding
I'm
someone trustable or reliable.
At this point, Uhtred's just going to do it. Sorry, Destin. You didn't make a convincing enough argument.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Roll your blessing roll.
All right, if you lose
hold
yourself
on.
to this shit, it's on
Wait.
you.
It's minus my injury, correct?
Correct.
Okay,
Oh.
hold on. I don't know how to take. You're just going to have to take the back two.
So
Jack.
just roll it.
Destin, for future.
You only
I
got
got
a one, so
situations.
you could do either a minor healing factor or you could do a minor heal. The difference being the minor healing factor lasts for 24 hours, and it will recover all of your injuries, but it will take time for those to tick down. Whereas the minor heal, it would heal the part of your wound that is the minor heal. You would still technically have a medium injury, but it would only be reducing your total dice roll by negative 1d6. So it depends. If you think you need to fight right now, pretty soon, then you'd want to take the minor heal. If you think that you might not fight for the rest of the day and there might be some more time, you take the minor healing factor.
I'm gonna take the minor heal because I have a feeling we'll probably have to fight at some point.
Okay, so you get that's too light for that, and you guys see as Uhtred kind of glows, what was your color light again?
It was blue.
Kind of this kind of lightsaber blue as like he kind of glows, and you see this injury on his shoulder. It doesn't completely close up, but you see as like it like heals up like a significant amount, and he kind of rolls his shoulder. And at this point, it hurts, it's an inconvenience, but it's not structural damage anymore.
See, Destin, I'm fine. I'm still here.
Just be careful, for fuck's sake.
Shut up, Dustin. Is like rolls his eyes. You're fine, Uhtred.
Yeah, sure he is. Listen, let's just get back on topic.
And besides, actually, Dipper goes, I don't know who put you in charge, mercenary. You're just a merc.
I'm the only one who apparently has a fucking working brain cell here. So yeah,
okay,
Look, I don't want to die, as Dipper like gestures to Uhtred, and we need him. And all this stuff about you, and he's fine. He's been fine the entire time.
what? All this stuff about me trying to keep him from going insane? Yeah,
Dipper's just
sorry
gonna
for caring.
roll his eyes. Look, I agreed to this stupid contract thing, and now I'm stuck here with you guys. Let's just get this. Let's find Vex and get out of this freaking city. He's like, and Dipper's gonna go like kick a rock. Now we got assassins after us.
Yeah. Well,
How are our clothes looking? Are they like super bloody?
No, everyone
are.
besides Uhtred's do look pretty bloody, but
Maybe you could do some hydrocraft and wash them off.
Yeah, is there like a tap or something that like?
so there's water
relatively.
There's water all
Okay.
around you. There's standing piles of water. Yeah, it would have like I'll say roll me a d20.
All right.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Oh.
I'm gonna say it rained like 2 weeks ago. There is a small, nice little basin of water that is resting inside after it's dripped through the cracks. It's a little bit dirty though, but it would wash away the blood, but it would definitely get things dirty.
That's fine. I don't care.
Okay. Sirius is gonna try and use like a trick level hydrocraft just to kind of wash off like his clothes a little bit. Trying to avoid getting like dirty water into his wounds. So.
Gotcha. Okay. So you go ahead. You do your best job you can. Uhtred, you're not covered in blood anymore. Most of it's washed off. And luckily your clothes are kind of a dark stain, so you can't really tell that you had blood on you.
Nice.
You probably need to go to a more like thorough wash in order to get
Yeah.
it completely clean, but for now it's okay.
Well, Sirius, you think you can find your way to Dennis?
Suppose I could try again.
Let's go for round 2.
Yeah. Am I rolling
Thank gosh,
survival
as Dipper
to
like
get there?
as Dipper like rolls his eyes. Yes, roll survival for me, please. We will say that this is a level 2.
Oh. Oh, we're gonna get ambushed.
Serious?
No.
Serious? You think you know where you're going?
All right.
Well,
You're
I'll
confident.
just point this out to you. At least I did the minor heal.
Okay.
Although I do realize I should have spent a destiny point to full heal, but whatever.
So you go ahead and you guys are walking through the city streets, and as you're walking through, you're trying to do your best, Sirius, but like you've heard about
back to the same alley.
Well, you've heard about this place before. No, you don't do that. But as you're continuing down the street, you guys do come around a corner and you see a guard standing here on one of these horses that you know as a Kelpie, Sirius. And as you kind of come around the corner, because you're trying to remember which way you're going, and as you kind of walk out, he kind of turns his head and notices you guys and goes, "Hold there!" And he's gonna kind of clop up to you guys on his kelpie and go, "There's been an assassination around here. Where have you guys been?" He kind of looks around. Where have you been the last, I don't know, hour? And don't lie, as he has his hand on his sword on his hip.
We were hanging out in
We're talking
shelter. We were taking a shelter.
He puts his hand up to Uhtred just to kind of give him the indication of let me deal with this. I'm gonna use some quick thinking knowledge.
Guys, let's kill him. No, I'm just kidding.
Were there any like food stalls or something like that we might have like passed by or something, or like?
I mean,
Sure, you did. Remember, you guys did. When you guys came in, you guys got some food from a food stall. You got some, I believe, some salmon.
Yep, salmon kebabs.
Okay, yeah. We were just coming back from the food stalls. We had some nice salmon there. We're trying to make our way through town to meet someone, but we're kind of getting lost.
Go ahead and make me a communications check. Let me roll for him, his perception.
I'm just saying, I was going to say we were taking shelter in an abandoned building, which wasn't a lie.
He got a 2.
Roll good.
You got
good.
a 3, yeah. So he goes ahead and looks at you guys, and he kind of looks up and down at all of you, and kind of looks at Uhtred and goes, Tell this land dweller that he needs to stay out of the frickin' water if he doesn't look like an idiot."
Well, I didn't
you're
learn
wet.
how to swim. I've never learned how to swim, sir.
He kind of just like looks at you and like rolls his eyes. And he goes, "Stay off the streets, travelers. This is the wrong part of town for you folk." As he kind of
sir.
clops down the street past you guys.
Wow.
Stay safe. Thank you for guarding us.
Racism.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
Okay. So
I
you
used
guys.
to be a mudblood.
Serious, do you know where you're going?
I've been here a few times, although it's been quite a while since I've perused these parts.
I'm gonna
All
lean
right.
into Finocchio and go, I think he's lost.
Yeah.
I've never been here, but I can do my best to help.
Listen, yeah, let's all just. All right.
What about
The
Dipper?
issue is-
Did your travels ever bring you down to 10 City?
Dipper? No, Dipper. Dipper is like
Yeah.
like looking down at the water,
You
like
gotta,
look
do
at
it,
some
you gotta do it in
flies.
the Dipper voice.
No, I've never really been over this way. I kind of just stopped in Redwall, and that was my first time being in Redland. So,
All right.
Cool.
Listen, the issue here is that
besides, I don't
we
even
got-
know. I don't know where we are right now. I know we're in the wet district, but we probably should have asked that guard.
Yeah, but we can't just tell the guard we're gonna go meet a criminal.
Yeah, but we could. I don't know. He
We
kind of
could've
gets
paid him.
rock. That's a good point.
we just need we just need to work together here.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, just
As you guys are sitting in the middle of the street looking lost, you see like there's this beggar who's been leaning up against the side of like the wall here, just like watching this, and he's like, "What are you guys looking for?"
Hey, Dipper, hand me a coin.
why did Tipper have all our money?
Dipper's gonna like shrug, and go, "I don't have," and he's just gonna give you. He's gonna hand you a copper. You ask for a coin.
I'm gonna give it to the poor beggar man.
He goes, "Oh, thank you." Nice, as he puts it in his pocket.
Sir, we're trying to find a man named Dennis. Do you happen to know whereabouts to go?
He may or may not be a menace.
I do. I know of a Dennis.
Do you know which way we should travel? We're kind of lost here.
Oh,
Dipper.
he kind of Dipper kind of shrugs. And he gives another copper over.
I'm gonna give him another copper.
Oh, thank you.
Dennis.
Oh, Dennis. Yes, I know a Dennis, but it'll cost you.
Yeah,
Sir,
I don't think we should waste our
do you
funds
need
on this man.
Do you need any help finding a place to stay? Okay. Well. Okay, sir.
Oh, is he okay?
I think we should just leave him.
Should we get the guard and tell the guard about him?
No, he's fine. Exactly, he agrees.
Do not fail. Child, do not
Really? What for?
do money.
Uhtred, this
Is
is
he still
useless.
holding his hand out with the copper?
He has the copper in his hand.
Justin's gonna reach out,
I
pick
wanna
up one of the
grab
copper
it
coins,
and-
and put it back in his hand.
I put it. Yes, that's exactly what we're gonna do.
Oh, thank you, good travelers. You've
Oh
been
God!
quite the assistance. Is he still holding it out in his hand? Do you have any
Can you
coin,
tell-
though? Do you have any coin?
Knocker is going
Look.
to take the 2 copper. Okay, this is a waste of time. He is no
go.
use to us. Let's just
Go.
go. It's
We're just
let's go.
Serious roll again. Try to
Okay.
lead us again.
all right. hold
Serious, I'll do my best to help you. I don't know the area too well,
Dipper
but
goes,
I'll
those are
try.
my coin.
Dipper, they're the
Okay.
they're the
No,
party's
they are
coins.
dippers. They are
Communism.
dippers. Here, Dipper.
on. No, they're the partners going. We worked for those.
2 coppers, like Dipper puts it back in his pocket.
Oh, we got 2.
With the 2,
Hey.
okay, you guys take the money back from the banker. As you guys begin walking away, he goes, one moment, do you have any coin?
No, sir. Sorry, I'm fresh out.
Oh,
Actually, is he blind?
he's not blind.
Damn it! I was gonna put a pebble in his hand. Okay, it's serious. Do you think you can find? Let's try and think harder this time.
Serious, you realign yourself and you realize the mistake. You were going east instead of west, and you go ahead and go,
we should have gone.
and
We should have gone west.
west, and you begin heading down the right path, and it takes you about 30 minutes as you guys kind of navigate between the streets, and you pass various like street vendors and shady looking people, but since you guys are on one of the main roads now and you're not off to the side, it's a little bit easier to navigate and you don't find any trouble really, though you guys do get a tremendous amount of people looking like, because all of you are like, I mean, you have weapons. All of you guys are like, you don't have the nicest clothes, but like you're strangers around here.
I have nice clothes.
You have dirty clothes now, but
Covered in blood.
Yes.
but you're strangers around here as people kind of like look you up and down, and you guys are able to come towards a part of the wet district that you guys know where Dennis is. And as you guys are walking down the street, as you get closer and closer to the spot, you notice there are less and less people around. And eventually, at one point, as you guys are walking down the street, about to pass like an intersection, you see as like a group of like 5 guys kind of like appear out of the darkness there. All of them armed with short swords and crossbows, and they go, "Oi, you're going the wrong way, travelers. This is not your place to be."
We're trying to find Dennis.
You see, like one of them kind of like a lot of them like look amongst themselves and goes, "Yo, looking for Dennis, are ya?"
We're looking to talk to him. We want to discuss some business.
Yes.
Business, eh? Oh, why didn't you just say that? There is a street fee, you say. You walked on the street, and there's a tax for that, so it's only a
Oh.
couple bronze.
A couple bronze.
Just to repair the street. You know, we try to keep the streets relatively nice around here, and they're just like train wrecked. The streets are like horrible.
You don't seem to be doing a good job.
Well, you know, why don't you just? That's why we need the street fund.
Just a question. Does Dennis know that you're profiting off his turf?
Yeah, that's a good question. I bet Dennis would be very, very interested to hear about this. What
are
was
you
your name
paying him his
again?
Destin, and Uhtred, make me a combined persuasion check. This is a level. This is level 3.
Okay. Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Communication. Yeah, communication. If I ever say
Communication.
persuasion or deception, it's communication.
So does
Well-
that mean like we're rolling together, or
Just both roll. Yep.
all right? Rolling. Can I use strength for this? Because I'm trying to be. Nah, I'm using voice. Nah, it's not.
Actually, you know what we'll do? From now on, we'll just kind of treat it as an advantage. Destin, roll your dice and roll 2 more. We'll count that as an advantage since Uhtred was helping
Okay.
you lie.
Okay, so
ignore
rolling
ignore
4.
my dice then.
So that's 2,
Roll 2 more.
and I might use
ignore
destiny
my
on this.
dice.
I use a destiny point to get a 3.
You guys are able to kind of like your suave words kind of reach. He goes, "Well, you know what
paying
Dennis
him his cut?
doesn't know doesn't
You
hurt
paid him
him."
his cut?
Well, what's your name?
He kind of looks. Why don't I just take you? I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'll just take you straight to Dennis, and we can
Okay.
forget about anything else.
All right, I mean that's fine.
That sounds good to me.
Boys, And he like clicks as they like all shoulder their crossbows and their weapons. Right this way, my lords, as he kind of like directs you guys down like the street.
Hey, Dustin, we're lords now.
Yeah, Dustin's gonna give him a fist bump. Lord,
You see these like guys like kind of sneer as you pass, as like a lot of like these are like siren guys, but they're like clothed in like dark robes and like dark like hoods to kind of like mask their face from people looking
Does
at
it
them.
remind me of the cult?
Not at all. The cult's
Okay.
robes are a bit more flowy and nice, and these are just kind of like hastily thrown together, and they have like face masks trying to like obscure their faces. And you guys proceed into what you can only really like. It's almost like a small section of the city that has been kind of cordoned off by Dennis's men. And it's probably a block or two that's been sectioned around. You see there are like barricades built from like trash and debris and stuff built around it as people like walk around on the top of these buildings with crossbows and stuff. And as you guys kind of enter into the center, you see that what looks to be maybe an old temple has been kind of it's actually relatively clean around here. As you can see, there are nice flowers growing. People are bringing stuff in and out. This is the cleanest section of the wet district you've seen the entire way, at least inside the barricades and stuff. And you guys kind of proceed as this guy who just tried to rip you off goes, Dennis is right up here. Don't say anything about his eye if you want to keep yours.
What tax?
What?
What are you talking about?
No, don't say anything about his eye.
His eye. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he's just a little bit delicate about it. All right.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, I also have to slit all your eyes out too. As he kind of like rubs his chin. All right. By the way, do you have a referral? We're pretty serious about the referrals around here.
It was Waylon, wasn't it? The two
Yeah.
girls stole us for Dennis.
Who's Waylon? You said?
No, I was asking you, Jack. I was asking out of character.
No, there was another character who asked to be referred to.
It's Lether. Lether? Lether?
Lether. We got our referral from a man named Lether.
Lether.
Or was it Lather?
Oh,
no,
that old
it was
god?
Lather. It was Lether.
Lather?
Yes. Lether.
You'd be surprised.
You guys heard it serious? It was Lether, right?
Yeah. I remember it was leather because I remember it was like leather, but not leather.
You're right. Yeah. Okay. It was Lether.
He kind of like just looking at you guys. You guys have like an aneurysm. He goes, "All right, right this way." As he kind of leads you in, he's kind of like walks into this temple. The inside of this temple is gorgeous. There are silk banners. You see as there are like fine wines and bourbons off in a corner by like drinking glasses and everything. There's beautiful rugs on the ground, burning braziers all around. You see men walking in and around, and the guys that are in here are like clean, well cut, and a lot of them have like little books. As you can see off in the corner, there's like a couple tables with multiple guys sitting there scribbling in what appear to be ledgers of some kind. And he kind of leads you through, and as you guys are passing through, you're seeing all of these different rooms. You can see in one room that looks to be that there is a bunch of like potions and rune crafts being created in there. You pass another room and you see a kitchen, as like it's a fully staffed kitchen as they're cooking stuff. And it's all in this. It's very weird because it's all in like a traditional brightness temple. And you guys go into the main room.
Brightenism.
As you guys kind of come into the main room, you guys are walking into the room with all the statues, which is very typical for a brightness religion. And you see all these statues to your right and your left. You see the beautiful one, which is this beautiful woman with these like small, like almost like antlers on her head, and wrapped like there's a snake wrapping around her feet. You see off in the corner, the furthest away from everything, this old statue that has been like kind of broken over time and scrapped up, and has like the tip of the spear broken off. You can't really make out what that is unless you wanted to make a check. You see the hungry one, which is just kind of this amalgamation of teeth with almost no like physical face or head. But then and then you see, of course, like the bright lord, which is, he's the biggest one of all of them, and he has these big spread wings behind him and this like sword of light. And then, which is odd because usually that's in the center of the temple. This has been shifted to the side, and now in the center of the temple, you see it appears to be it's a golden statue. All the other statues are made of various materials, but this one is solid gold. And it appears to be a figure sitting in a chair surrounded by piles of wealth, and there's inlaid jewels around the side of it as these like amassment of wealth around it, and amassment of wealth and all of these like scrolls and like notes and books. And as this one is just sitting in its chair like with its like hand to its chin, but its head is kind of knocked down, and it's just like this golden, like it's almost like this golden suit of like armor. And as you walk in, so that's in the middle of the room, and like the guy kind of walks you guys by it. Past that, you see a throne up on top where usually like the ceremony would be held place, like that's where the priest would speak down to the congregation. And up there is a throne. It's not golden, but it has inlaid jewels. It's stone. And you see all these, like, there's a line of people waiting to talk to this guy up at the top. And there's guards all around that look very intimidating with, like, big crossbows. And some of them wear no armor, but you can kind of, like, just looking at them, like, they don't have any weapons or anything, but they're just standing there, no armor. But you get a sense that they're extremely dangerous as they kind of, like, you see like one guy playing with like a toothpick, and he like, chucks it away from him. And then he's going to go ahead and zap it with a lightning bolt and incinerate it.
Wizards.
As you guys kind of walk forward, there's a line, there's only 2 to 3 people, and you guys see perched at the top, on top of this throne, a siren gentleman. His skin is greenish yellow, and he has distinctive markings, but on top of that, there's tons of like intricate tattoos that completely go down his face, his arms, and every exposed part of his body is covered in these magnificent tattoos that are almost like this mural on his skin.
What the fucked up eye?
His eye, his left eye,
Sorry.
you see it's scarred over, it's milky white. It's obvious that he took a slash across his face, and his eye has been irreparably damaged. His other eye is this kind of intense like yellow. He is clad in these beautiful silk clothes in kind of a swashbuckler attire, and on his hip is a very fancy and well-maintained rapier. And he has actually a mohawk, but it's like a short mohawk. So his head is shaved on the side, and down the middle is just like just normal hair. And then in the back, he has a braided hair in the back. And he's sitting there. He has an eye patch he's playing with in his hand. He's kind of like spinning it around in his hand. And there's a guy before him right now. As you guys kind of approach, you can hear them talking. And you can hear this guy on the ground, which looks to be a beastkin, and he's like crying. He goes, "Please, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to betray you. You know I never would, Destin, or not Destin. Dennis. Dennis.
No, death to him, death to you and all of you.
Executioner, cut off his balls.
We've been doing business. We've known each other since we were kids." And then you see as like Dennis is up there, and he's kind of just like quietly looking, and Dennis is like playing around with this eye patch, and he goes, "Do you know the thing about rats?" He kind of like goes, "No, but I feel like you're gonna say something very intimidating after that and do something horrible. And I'd please ask you to not." And like at this, like Dennis is just gonna go ahead and like point his finger toward this guy, and you see as an arc of lightning kind of like traces down from his back down his tattoos into his fingertips, and it just leaps out and hits this guy in the head and explodes his head.
Okay.
And he's still twirling. So in one hand, he's twirling the eye patch. The other, he just like finger gun shot him in the head. And his head explodes everywhere. And he goes, "Yep, that's what I was going to do. And you ruined the moment." As he kind of like is going to like put his eye patch down. And you see the people that are standing behind him, like look. And like these guys are bound up. Like, and he goes, kill half of them, release the other ones, and threaten their families and make them pay, I don't know, 500 bronze in debt. The guards just kind of turn. The guards like start, they grab some like dice off the thing and like start dragging these guys as these like 3 guys are like crying in fear.
I'm going to lean into Fanakir and go, so, I don't, should we, kneel or bow when we get up there?
Oh, as Dennis is gonna kind of like stand up and like stretch and like kind of make this big stretch, and he kind of like notices you guys and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry I had to see all that." As he begins to like slowly walk down these large steps, and he has like his kind of swashbuckling attire with one hand kind of resting on his rapier. They were traitors, and there's only one way to deal with traitors. I didn't mean to intimidate. I'm quite a friendly man, just looking to do business. As he kind of like slowly walks down.
Yeah,
Traitors are like poison.
Destin's gonna like wipe a little bit of giblet off his face. He's like, yeah, you're Dennis, right?
That's me. As he kind of looks all around to you guys. I am Dennis the Fence. As he kind of takes this large bow and looks up. I'm well known around here. As he kind of looks you up and down. I've seen you before somewhere. As he kind of looks at Destin. Have we ever met?
I don't know if we've ever met in person, sir, but I worked with a previous mercenary band that was
I
operating
remember
around
you.
these areas.
Yes, I don't believe we ever talked, but I never forget a face. You look bigger.
Yeah, I grew, sir.
How old are you, son?
19.
Killed a couple people?
Yes.
Good. Better to get it done early. Better to get that one out of the way. He kind of looks around. Some people, when they get older, they don't learn about it, and then it's hard to change them then, and, what good are you if you can't, protect yourself? As he kind of looks at this dead guy on the ground as he kicks him from rats.
Yeah. Yes. Well,
he's just going to go ahead, and he's about halfway down the steps. He's just going to sit down on the steps and kind of like look at you guys and go, "So, what can I do for you? You looking to buy? We have everything here." As he kind of like snaps his finger, as you see like all of these like beautiful women come out with like these gigantic like chests and like almost like they like wheel out these like tables of stuff of all these like intricate jewelry and potions and like beautiful
it's like deal or no
silks.
deal.
Exactly. And like
a wheel.
like magic weapons and art and like items and stuff. As he kind of like goes, and as he kind of stands up, "We have everything here, whatever your heart desires." As the bargainer says, he points to the statue in the middle, "There's always a price."
Destin's just gonna look to the others because like he's not really at a good point to talk here.
The showmanship is impressive.
Kind of steps up and he says, "We seek deeper entry into Tensity."
Real quick, Sirius, how are you completely covering your face? Like, what's the level of this we're talking about?
I am definitely not making my face visible, and I'm standing ahead of the rest of the party.
He kind of looks. Everything has a price. You are not showing me your face. I'm assuming you don't want me to know who you are, or are you just trying to be rude?
Oh, apologies. Let's see here. I think you understand. I have something that I don't wish to show. A war scar, perhaps.
Make me a deception check. I will make a roll for
And he's gonna roll like
Dennis.
50 dice.
This dude has amazing deception. I guarantee.
Preemptive destiny.
Okay, he got a 1.
Oh hey!
Dennis, you're a fool.
4, 5.
Yep, you completely
Yes,
and
Dennis.
and we can follow that through for the rest of the conversation. He is still like looking at this guy's exploded head on the ground, and as you slip that in, and he goes, "Oh, yeah, I know the feeling, my friend. Don't fret at all. As you've probably noticed, as he kind of like points to his eye and like delicately touches it, not a war wound, but just another wound from a rat, from a laughing rat, actually." As he kind of like, you feel like this animosity in his voice, but that was another lifetime. So, what can I help you with, my disfigured friend?
We wish to. We seek deeper entry into Tent City.
Oh, as he kind of like leans back on the steps. I can get you anywhere you need. But before that, we have a referral system that we're pretty serious about around here. Did we referred to by somebody or just?
Yeah, Lether referred us.
Note that down, Margaret. As like, there's a girl in the corner who like, does you see a tally board with like all the thousands of like, there's like 25
Where's
to 40
Lether at?
names, and you see like all these names like marks underneath them, and
How many-
she marks under Lether, and you guys are the first one in Lether.
How many? Oh, wait, what? No, Lether, no.
Well, wouldn't he count as all of us because we're all part of one group?
Yeah.
Make me a communication check, level 4.
No, I was asking.
Yeah,
I was
do
asking.
it. Lether deserves it.
I'll do it. I'll ask. Sir, I see this referral system. I just have a question, if I may ask.
Shoot.
Why does Lether only get one for a whole group?
Yeah, he brought us all in. He told us about you.
Make me a. Are all of you going to do business with me, or just your friend up front?
All of us.
We're a group, you see. We all work together.
Oh, I know. I've seen this 1,000 times. Make me a communication check, Uhtred, level 3.
I was trying to
sword
assist him there. So,
Let's see. This shouldn't be good, boys. I might be the next rat that gets killed.
I was trying to assist him there. Does he get any dice?
You said, what did you say?
I was just saying we're all grouped together, and like Lether told us all about you.
Okay, fine. You can, Jake, roll this and add 2 more dice.
Yeah, do it.
Ooh.
No!
You auto fail.
No, there's potentiality.
No.
Yeah.
He goes, no. This is the system. You guys are a group, as you just said. You're all one unified group. And I mean, at this point, if we change the rules, the entire board would be invalid. And at this point, it would be an administrative nightmare.
Very true, sir.
Fair enough.
I was just wondering.
You look a little hurt there, as he looks to you, Uhtred. You got a hole in your. You look like you have an injury there on your shoulder.
It's not too bad.
Well, here, and he snaps his finger as you see one of these beautiful women kind of steps forward. These women are all wearing like these like veiled masks as they kind of come up, but you can tell like their figures are beautiful, and you can like see faintly underneath the veil their pretty faces.
Quick.
And she walks up, and as she's walking up, you see there's like blood coming out of her fingernails, like swirling around in her like above her palm.
Not to question your kindness, sir, but you do say everything has a price. How much will this cost me?
Just factor it into our business deal. How about that?
I'm gonna look at the party.
No, we don't have that much. Actually, we don't know how much money we have because Dipper has it.
Well, you see, I have enough money, as he kind of like points around everything around him. As all he snaps his fingers, and you see as like all the ladies once again hold up all this like valuable jewelry and stuff, like display it all.
Dipper's probably going crazy right now.
Dipper is nowhere to be seen.
Oh yeah, fuck, he's gonna get killed.
Well,
you see, I have enough of that, but I don't only value. I'm sorry, as he kind of like interrupted you.
Oh no, I was just looking at the party for them to say whether I should get healed or not.
Yeah, I was talking out of character there, like when I was talking about money. We don't know how much money we have because Dipper has all the money. Why did we give Dipper all the money?
He took it. But I was looking at the party for kind of like a head nod or a no.
Suppose it wouldn't hurt.
That's just gonna give like a
My friend. That's the whole reason she's here. You'd be surprised how many people walk in injured, and just consider it as a favorable part of our arrangement.
That sounds good, sir. Thank you.
And he kind of like snaps his finger towards her. As you see this blood like leap from her fingertips and like dive into your wound, and you feel like this like kind of slight like eerie hotness and pain as this wound stitches itself together.
Have I felt this before?
Anytime you would have drunken any kind of healing blood, you would have.
Ah.
And
So
she kind
this
of
is like
Interesting that you've been able to find the art of healing blood in this time of war, as I kind of wince.
well, this isn't healing blood. This is hemocraft, but I can see how some would confuse it. Don't listen to the propaganda of that bitch that dead bitch in Redwall. As he kind of like laughs, she made something that was shelf stable and could make a lot of it, but she's not really that intelligent. He kind of like mumbles to himself. And her husband, I actually, he kind of like, he sees like everyone, like when he mentions that, all the people around him begin to like sort of like step back a little bit. You know, that guy, he kind of, and he just shoots randomly a lightning bolt out of his hand, and it arcs up and cracks against the ceiling and like
Did it
breaks
hit
it.
me?
No, it cracks a chunk of rock that just falls randomly to the
Does the
ground.
rock hit me?
And you guys look up and you see the entire upper like part of the ceiling is just like there's dents and chunks of rocks missing everywhere. As this guy like kind of like runs his hands through his hair for a second and like runs his hair through his hands and then kind of like starts playing with his eye and he goes, but and he like composes himself. That is not your fault. You don't know anything about that, so I won't hold you accountable. And he's gonna kind of like just kind of like sneered himself. Anyways, it's just normal hemocraft. Can't bottle it. Wouldn't work without her, but that's why she's employed. And this girl is kind of like still sitting there, like kind of shaking now. He goes, "Get back in fucking line!" As she like scrambles away. Sorry about that. You know, it's so hard to find good help nowadays. You were saying we were talking what about business? That's right, business.
Yeah, we need to get deeper into the city.
Deeper into the city. How deep? Where exactly do you want to go?
I'm not familiar. I'm saying this out of character. I kind of look at Sirius as I'm not familiar with this place at all.
Sirius kind of thinks for a moment.
Just out of character, are you guys like where are you guys trying to go in the city?
I don't know.
I thought you guys were looking for Vex.
We are. Oh,
Yeah, we were trying to get to his We were trying to get to his book, weren't we?
Sir, I have a question. We're trying to find one of our friends in the city. She may have came through here. She has red hair.
At this, you see his eyes kind of glint a bit, and he goes, "There's a lot of redheads that pass through here. Would you mind describing her just a tad bit more? What was her race? How tall was she? Eye color?
Vampire.
Her name, maybe? Vampire.
I know that she's going by a different name. She kind of.
What was
ran
his different
off.
name?
What did I'm trying to think back. I don't think the boat guy gave us anything, did he?
She talked to the boat guy and told him his real name.
Vex.
His eyes kind of like narrow. Vex. You see his like eyes are doing calculations right now, and this guy who's been sitting kind of reclining against the stairs kind of leans forward a bit more as he's been thinking with like his hands on his chin. I may have met a woman such as this. Who are you to her?
We're friends. She kind of helped me out a while back, and now I'm trying to make sure she's safe.
Huh. As he kind of like ponders himself. Well, are you looking for her location? What exactly do you trying to find her?
Kind of just the last known whereabouts, because I know that you wouldn't know where she went, or wouldn't expect you to keep tabs on every passenger that comes through here. But at
that's
least
kind of my thing. As he kind of like begins reaching into his coat pocket, and he pulls out this red notebook, and he kind of flutters it open, and he goes, and then he puts it back in his coat pocket. I know where she is.
Well,
I know where she went.
We would like to be taken to where she went.
He kind of like
I know you
leans
said
back
you're not
again.
interested in money, but I'm sure we could strike some sort of deal.
Yes. I think it looks it over all of you guys. So, the girl you are seeking, I do know where she is, and again, you're correct. I don't really need much money right now, and besides, by the look of all of you, you wouldn't have enough anyways. But, you look strapping enough. There is a small problem that I need dealt with at the moment. Some of my enforcers aren't in town, and there's a lot of people working on other bigger projects here in Tent City. Maybe you all could do this for me. And then maybe we could exchange this information, and I can't take you to her, but I could give you what I know. Sound like a fair trade?
Would at least get us past the guards in the wet district?
The guards of the wet district aren't too hard to get by.
We just need to get out of this district.
Well,
assuming she's not here.
She's... I won't say one way or another. I can neither confirm nor deny that. But what I can say is that what I need dealt with is here in the wet district.
Okay.
It's a little bit further up, away from all the water, almost towards where it starts to become nice again. But there's
I can't really swim.
There's a couple of employees, ex-employees of mine that decided that they didn't need to pay me, even though all of this, the whole infrastructure, was me. And now they're trying to build off of what I've already made and sell their own goods without giving me a cut. And, that's one thing I can't stand. All these fucking rats, as he's gonna go ahead again and shoot like the lightning bolt at this guy's dead body and like blow up his chest. It's just like another splay of blood everywhere. As like, cause some of the like women like scream and like back up. There's just like a launch of blood everywhere, and he's like sitting there on the steps, like twiddling his like thumb. Yeah, so if you could deal with this for me, there is a small warehouse where they've taken up. They're creating very low quality, but still marketable rune crafts and other things. They're smuggling that kind of stuff into the city. And yeah, I would like most of them dead. There's one in particular that I need alive. A woman. What was that girl's name again? Clarice. Yes, that's right. She should be pretty easy to spot. She's the only one around them that looks like an academic. But don't trust her for a second. Kill everybody else or, I don't know, burn down their building. Doesn't matter. As long as you get Clarice alive, then it won't really matter. The whole operation runs around her anyways. Bring her back here to me, and I will give you your information.
Let me talk with the rest of my associates, but it sounds...
We'll do that quickly. My time is very valuable.
Of course, sir.
A question, actually, might I ask? These, you told us that they're creating rune crafts, and he looks around to, like, the people who were rune crafting the side room and says, obviously you're doing that as well. But might I ask, do you know any information about how many of them there might be and, what their capabilities are? I'm assuming they're going to have rune-crafted things.
There's more than 5, less than 10. I don't know. Maybe they've hired some more muscle. I don't particularly know. I do know that this Clarice woman, she's had a couple friends that were quite experienced with certain fellcrafts, of which I do not remember. but I know she was trying to talk to them to convert what they understand about their felcrafts back into scrolls to sell. So beyond that, that's what I know. I just know that that bitch is making them, and it's cutting into my margins, and not much. I mean, I have so much money as it is. But it's getting quite frustrating, and better to nip these things in the bud before they become an actual problem. So, yeah, if you can go there and just show no mercy and kill as many of them you want, just not her, and bring her back here to me, she will work a very long time for me.
So you wouldn't want us to severely injure her, like keep the limbs off.
Yeah, I'll need all the fingers, maybe not the legs, but
Okay.
as long as she can.
Legs are good.
Be better to leave her entirely intact if possible, but I understand things get messy. Nothing with the fingers or the hands or her eyes. Mouth would be okay. She just needs to listen at that point anyways. But, yep, as he kind of just, kind of begins to stand up and walk up back towards his throne as he kind of sits down. Just being able to work with her hands and do what she needs to do for me, but beyond that, hell knows, maybe no legs would be a nice thing, no running away this time, so yes. Go talk as he kind of like gestures to you guys.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Are we doing this?
Alright, thank you for the information, sir. We will be back in a reasonable amount of time with
There's actually a room right over there as he points off the side, because this happens a lot where people want to talk. So you guys go in there. There's refreshments, some nice actual some crab cake.
Are we gonna be charged for that?
No. This is part of the business arrangement. You'd be surprised. It's actually better to do business here, because the second you guys walk out, you might go to my competitor. Better to do it right here and then make your decision, and that way I'm not waiting around all day. It's just, I've explained this way too many times, but just go in there, make up your minds, and then if we're not gonna do business, well then I'll be upset. but go make up your minds. Go have fun.
Oh, we'll do it.
All right. No,
You'll do it.
Yes, sir.
Uhtred.
Oh, that was easy. Does he speak for all of you? Is he the leader?
I think we could talk to him. I think accepting it is
I think he accepted
well
it. So at this point, you're gonna do it, right?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Can we discuss terms?
Okay, well there you go. Hard easy. Well, are the rest of you doing it with him, or is it like an arrangement?
Sirius kind of eyes like all of his attendants and like sees kind of what their sort of demeanor is.
Their demeanor, they're kind of they're calming back down again. They're kind of just like looking back at Forthus like they've seen this 1,000 times, and they're just kind of waiting, and a lot of them are intently paying attention to Dennis as they are trying to kind of wait for their cue to do their thing.
Okay.
You can notice quite a few of them. They do have some of them, not all of them, have small collars around their neck, though they're just like kind of like these. They're quite pretty, but a lot of them do have like these like jeweled collars almost.
Sir, let me take my associates into that room. I'll talk them into getting on board.
Okay, yeah, there we go. We got some spunk in that one right there. Yeah, somebody clean this shit off the ground. As like a bunch of people like scurry to start like scooping up this guy's body.
As I start walking into the room, I'm like dragging like whoever is coming.
Yeah, Destin's gonna walk over there with him.
Sirius joining.
Look, are we in the room now?
Yep, you're in the room. And there's like nice, see like there's a table of refreshments, some crab cakes.
I want to test the crab cake and see if it's as good as Wyland's.
You eat the crab cake. It is not as good as Wendell's.
Of course it isn't.
It's not bad, but it's like it's been sitting here for a bit, and Wendell's were nice and moist and fresh.
Don't say moist, but I've been spoiled.
Look, we weren't really in a position to say no. I have a feeling if we said no, we were going to get that lightning bolts to the face.
That's fair, but you said we need to discuss terms a little bit. Listen, this guy, he's gonna look around the room. Obviously,
Whereas like it was like peek out for a second, you see like these like people are like shoveling this guy's dead body off the ground,
Look.
and like they're like slopping it around, and
He says
Yeah.
he knows where Vex is.
He doesn't just gonna look around the room because he knows that like there's someone watching him probably, or like it's probably bugged or something.
make a perception check.
Yeah.
Can I tag along with that? Also, hey,
no,
how
just
much
he said it. Just he said
How
it.
much does the healing blood healed me?
You are fully back up. You healed your minor.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Boop. I got a 3.
You kind of peek around. You see some like nice paintings. You look up at the
Do the eyes in
ceiling.
one of the paintings move?
Someone's behind the painting.
You don't see anything in particular that stands out to you. If there is something in here, maybe it's pretty well hidden, but you can't see anything.
Look.
Maybe this guy's just a respectable businessman. Who knows?
Yeah, with slaves. Look.
Not slaves. Help.
Yeah.
That's not
Look.
say. Listen, this guy is we need to be careful with this. I'm just saying we shouldn't be accepting things too quickly. Let's just talk for a second. Give
Serious?
coherence.
Sirius kind of puts his finger up and he like pulls out his journal and like flips to like an empty page where they could like write stuff down. And he's gonna write. It's pretty obvious that if we follow through with this deal, this rune crafting intellect will basically become a slave. And I'm not entirely sure if everyone who's like his attendant is terribly happy about it.
Who knows? I'm gonna look. Who has any idea about magic potions and items?
I just know like bare knowledge. I've done slight reading, but not too much.
I'm gonna pull.
I'm gonna voice appears in your head.
I'm gonna pull this potion out that I've been keeping since last season. It is what we took from the Lancers. From what I can gather, from what it seems like, it turns people invisible. Does it also turn their clothes? Maybe we can use this to get a hold of his book and not have to do this mission.
They're just so shifty. I don't know if that'll work. More so, I don't know if I feel like we're in sort of a bad position here.
I feel like
I'm
you can't
fine
really
with
say no.
murdering everyone and enslaving Clarice.
Look,
Good,
Yeah, yeah,
good to
but-
know.
yeah.
It's an,
Pretty good
it's
history
an
with that,
awful
eh?
way. It's an awful way to put
conspiracy.
it. It's an awful way to put it. I know, but like we also get the treasures they have. We're better prepared. Our group is better prepared, and then we get the information. Easy peasy, lemon
and we
squeezy.
find Vex.
Dead on.
Perfect.
That's right.
I'm with Finocchio. I don't. Hey, I'm
Actually,
gonna look
yeah,
at.
wait.
I'm gonna look at Destin.
Can we
Have
say
you
we've
never-
been speaking with? Can we say we've been speaking through the mental connection for this? Shit. All right,
Doing
just
mental-
I
connection
did
now.
explicitly say that I pulled out my book and I was writing in it. So,
okay.
Mental
Yeah,
connection time now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Destin, mental connect with him, and go. You can't tell me in
Pinks
all
through
your
Finocchio's
life.
head.
What?
It's like a cell tower. Finocchio is our cell tower.
He's a
It's
mobile
getting a headache.
hotspot. He's a hotspot.
Look, you can't tell me in all your times of being a mercenary you haven't done somewhat questionable things.
This is more than somewhat questionable. We're gonna capture a woman and put her into slavery for this psychopath. This is
We're-
mental, by the way.
But worse is happening out in the world right now. It's
Doesn't mean
The
that we can be
winter's over.
savages.
I know, but listen to me. Someone else is going to come along and do it. We need the information he has, or else we're just doing the same shit we've been doing for the past winter. Wandering around, not getting any closer to our final goal.
Okay. You know what? I understand that we're in a tough position. We have to do this, but I'm just saying we gotta be careful because this could go wrong real fast. I've known people like this before in the past and for my job, and people like this, they ain't right.
I know. I've worked. I have also known people like him.
Well, we don't have a choice now. We have to accept it, but
I know, but I at least stalled. Do you think if we said no right there, we were gonna walk away?
we'll just
oh, we could always say yes now and just double cross him and leave.
But we need that information, though.
Sure, the double cross is stealing the book.
With
My whole concern with following through with the deals, it sounds like the criminal syndicate's going to get a lot more power with somebody who could craft runes. I don't want to put that on the populace here.
I think they're
Saying
already
serious,
doing that. Though.
you did notice they were already doing that. It kind of sounded like he just didn't want the competition, but like that's
Oh.
what he said there. I'm just trying to refresh you of what he said.
Hear me out. How do you propose that we get this book?
What,
Well, I think I could
sorry, what?
steal it as Dipper's there. Like
Why do you keep doing that?
Dipper, like
What?
you
Did
wouldn't
you get
believe the
anything
kind of stuff.
interesting?
I did, but you'd be surprised. They're very good about security around here.
All right.
I got this. As he like has like a potion in his hand.
What does it say? What is it?
I don't know really. I snuck into the room where they were making them, so I don't really know what's in here.
Smell like.
You kind of like pops the cork. Kind of smells like grapes.
The wine?
I don't know.
Dragon piss?
I was trying to snag stuff, but like seriously, like there's a lot of security around here.
Yeah, don't go doing that around here. This is real dangerous.
Well, look, I'm a professional.
I know they have, but these guys are also professionals.
Hear me out. I know it's an unpleasant business, but this is basically what you do, Destin. Someone pays you to go kill someone.
Yeah, but generally we try to keep basic morality in check. We aren't trying to kill
Masked man,
peasants.
you hear the masked man like sigh in his head. You can't go. I don't. As the masked man like appears, you do realize the hypocrisy in that.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm a good person, but I'm saying that we didn't try to murder. I'm just saying I don't like the thought of
Look,
forcing
these are
someone into
criminals.
slavery.
These are criminals. They deserve to die anyways.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
slavery is kind
As
of,
I'm going to
slavery's kind
ping
of
the
bad,
masked
though.
man, when I was a criminal, did you just think I deserved to die?
Yes. Don't. He kind of like chuckles himself. You literally just slaughtered 2 people in the street who were willing to surrender.
hey.
They were criminals, and you struck first. Don't
Yeah,
put
it
this
is.
on me.
I'm not.
At least
I
you're
was
logically
just curious.
consistent.
I'm just glad that you were consistent. That's all.
Look, you all. We're. He kind of like shudders himself. We're so close to finding out where Vex'hilla is and saving her. One small thing like this, they're probably criminal scum anyway. Deserve to die. Better to just get this done with, or steal the book.
What about
the book might be a bit more complicated. That man, Dennis, I've heard about him before. You all are too young here, but back in the days where the Laughing Storm roamed the seas, he had a second in command, a first mate. This man strikes his description, and given his animosity towards the Flint, I suspect he might be the man. Though, one thing that does concern me, if he truly is, and Flint gave him that scar, if he truly is very angry at Flint, I don't know if he would have helped Vex at all. So, him knowing where she is, I don't know, something seems strange. Though, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe we get the information, give him what he wants, and we get the fuck out of here.
I like that idea.
What about this, Destin? What if we pose as buyers of the other criminals and we see what they know?
Might be a good idea. If we can get
That
both
is a
sides of the story.
fantastic idea.
And if they don't know anything, we follow through with the original plan.
Listen, I'm not arguing that you don't need to do this. I'm just saying I don't like the thoughts of forcing someone into slavery just because we need to get some information.
I don't
But-
like it either,
Agreed.
but
If they're scum, if they've chosen this life,
Hey,
they have
listen,
it coming.
I'm sorry, do you have a body? Are you putting yourself on the line here?
I want to kind of lead. I want to kind
I've
of
done it a lot of times.
I
wanna
know.
kinda
So can
ping
we
Dustin.
talk?
Wait, just because
Can we talk?
you just no, you
Please?
he snaps his
I'm
fingers
out.
and he makes you freeze.
Ah.
Well-
Man, the hired help. This Dennis is right. The reality is, this is a very simple thing. We do this one thing, and we're right. We found Vex then. Don't let this simpleton's base sense of morality change that. He slaughters people for money, and he thinks he's better than us. Let's just do this one thing for the greater good. He's gonna look around, convince him, and he's gonna snap his fingers, and Destin, you're gonna reappear mid-sentence.
Talking about
Destin.
Okay, listen. Base of morality is called I kill bandits and thieves. I don't kill innocents
and children.
Okay. So
Fuck
these
you.
are bandits and thieves.
I'm just saying I don't like the thought force someone to slavery. Simple as that. We still have to accept the mission because you already said yes, and if we don't, we'll just fucking die.
I'll do it by myself.
No, you won't. Listen, let's do this. Let's do this. We're gonna go over the first plan. I'm gonna talk to these people, see if we can figure out anything. Then we'll go from there. All right?
Sounds good. We need to use a mental ping if we decide to attack.
Yeah. All right.
This man kind of like slowly is gonna evaporate.
I suppose it makes sense for now, but I can't help but think that he'll become an enemy in the future. I'm sure he probably wouldn't let the daughter of someone he hates most walk around.
I know, he knows where she is. I'm kind of wary about it too, but this is the most solid lead we've had in almost a year.
Let's just get this over with. Destin's gonna start walking out the door.
Okay. And does anybody else follow? I'm assuming everyone's
Yeah, I
going
follow.
out. So as everyone
Yeah.
kind of departs the room and you head back towards this beautiful throne room is the only way to call it, you see as Dennis is there reading something in his notebook and writing stuff down furiously. As you guys come in, he goes, and he's going to go ahead and close the book and put it back in his jacket and like pat it on his chest and go, are we doing business?
Where's the warehouse located? I think we're doing business.
I can have my man here, as he like gestures, mark it for you on a map of the city. It's a small building, probably 2 stories. It used to be a loading dock. It used to be one of mine, but yeah, that's where you guys come in. So, and you gotta go ahead. One of these like thugs is like the guy that actually before that he was trying to mug, like trying to like bribe you. He kind of walks forward with his head kind of bowed, trying not to like give any attention to himself. Now he's gonna hand you a small map, and inside of it, as you kind of unfold it, you can see there's a red X, and you have like your location marked, and then the red X.
Thank you.
All right.
We'll be on our way, sir.
Remember, not the fingers. I need her to be able to deal with things, but beyond that, it is all up to you.
Sounds good.
Hey guys, give me 5 seconds. I'll be right back. 1 second.
Okay, Jack's gone. Dennis
No.
is totally going to double cross us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna need to think about this carefully and try
So,
to.
hear me out. You say I died. I have the poison. I have like the fucking invisible potion, and then I sneak up behind Dennis and kill him.
I mean, if we kill him in the open, we're gonna probably get attacked by his guards.
Or maybe the beautiful ladies will.
If we, it's like, no, don't worry about it. All right. What was what was happening?
I don't know. I think we're on our way to
Yeah.
to the warehouse.
Yeah. Des is just gonna give a nod to Dennis, the menace, and say, "We'll be back in a while."
Dennis is in fact a menace.
Dennis, so you guys agree and you guys accept Dennis's contract, and on the way out, he kind of is like just like watching, goes, "Oh, be quick about it if you don't mind. I wouldn't mind having this done by the end of the day, and it's a pleasure doing business. What are your all names, by the way? I'm Dennis. I'd like to know who I'm doing business with if you don't mind."
Ooh, I definitely shouldn't tell him my last name.
Schaefer, sir.
Nice to meet you, Schaefer. Family name?
Something of the like.
I think I knew your father. You know, he was something of quite a man back in the day.
You know my dad?
Yeah. He was kind of a somebody a long time ago. Whatever happened to him?
He's a smith now.
It's quite impressive for a mudblood what he was able to pull off, but sometimes trash once in a while makes a diamond. You never know. Cool.
Please, can you please speak more respectfully about him?
He kind of looks to you and he goes, "Oh,
I would appreciate it, sir.
What you gonna do about it, huh? If I don't," as he kind of
Ask kindly.
What? Jeez, the balls on this one.
My mom taught me well.
Was your mom a slut too?
My name's Uhtred.
Hi, Uhtred. He kind of looks up. What are you gonna do? He looking at Dustin. Go do my work. He kind of looks to Uhtred. You too. And he kind of looks to Sirius and Fernacrio. And your names?
Over the mental connection, Destin says to the entire party, "I'm gonna kill him."
You want to use? And I want to mental connect. Do you want to use the potion?
I don't care. He's just dead.
I thought I wrote down the alias that I was using, but I can't find it, so I'll go with Gweleth.
Make me a deception check.
Well,
since this is only be a level 1. Actually, no, you made a deception check before. We're going to say that carries through. You're good. And then, as for you, Mr. Bugman.
Ritaron.
Okay. You guys have crazy names anyways. He doesn't care.
I do have a
band.
I do have a question. Is there any supplements or anything I can take to regain my ichor? We had an encounter a little earlier.
Oh, make me a communications check. We'll make this a level 2.
Yeah, I am specialized.
Oh, cool. You ought to succeed. He is going to go ahead and go. Yeah. What kind of?
Gonna make you eat the dead person.
What kind of spellcraft you got there, kid?
I know Sonocraft, Polycraft, of course, Minecraft, and then Galecraft.
Impressive. Yeah, sure. Somebody get this kid some he kind of snaps over towards all the drinks as one of the people scurries over there and grabs one of these bottles that you can distinctly see is it's healing blood, but it's the variant that's just the ichor basically.
That would have been really funny if you said, "Yeah, have some of my friend here."
Drink up, yeah. And he kind of they uncork the bottle, pour it in a nice big wine glass for you and hand it to you. How much ichor are you missing?
I am missing 3.
Okay, this will replenish 3. Okay. You're gonna have to drink the whole bottle though.
Yeah.
So you stay there and you're chugging it and he looks around at all of you as he's looking at Dustin, he's giving him death eyes. You wanna kill me, don't you? That's okay.
I'm a mite upset, sir.
I'm gonna ping Destin. Remember your morals.
Morals. You remember I said who I normally... And over the mental connection, Destin's gonna say, "I said I killed bandits and thieves."
I'm also gonna ping Destin mentally again and say, "I didn't know your dad was a mudblood."
Destin's not gonna respond.
He's kind of sitting there looking around. So as Farnaka is chugging this big bottle. So you didn't answer my earlier question though. Is your mom also a slut? Because she must have been. Because look at you, and you're not a mudblood. So
I know that you're trying to get a rise out of me, sir.
I am already getting a rise out of you as he's kind of picking at this wound. If your mom was a slut, she slept around with a bunch of other guys, didn't she? What your dad not have a big enough cock? As he kind of twiddles his eye patch in his thing. Yeah. You really want to? He's look at you want to kill me? Okay.
I'm gonna ping to Destin.
Okay, he's done with his drink. Go do the job. Let's wrap this up. Come back. Yeah, go ahead.
When I'm outside, am I able to try to regain light outside of Dennis's crew's eyes?
Roll me a d20. I actually don't know what the state of the weather is.
Pretty good.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, it is a bright. Like as you guys so you guys go ahead and like Dennis like get out of here. Like come on, let's go do your business. Come back and we'll talk. And Funakuro, your belly is full of healing blood right now, and you feel like rejuvenated. You feel like this warmth seeping into your body, and you feel like tingly on your fingertips. And then Dennis is gonna like just kind of stare you guys down as you walk out, as this merc who brought you in kind of walks you guys out and like looks at Destin and goes, "That was too fucking close, mate. You almost got us all killed." He said, "Well, loose cannon. Don't say anything to that. Actually, I didn't say that." As he like walks you guys out, "Get the fuck out of here. Go do what he wants and get back here." So anyways, as you walk out, it is a beautiful, like the sky is opening up and there's just rays of light coming down, and you can indeed, Uhtred, regain light. What is your light? What's your level? What's your
my Brightkin is 3.
Okay, so your Brightkin's 3, but how much is your Radiance?
Oh, it's 2.
Perfect. So you can regain 2 Ichor if you'd like.
I would definitely like.
2 light. So you'll have to wait like a little bit to do it again, but you can do that. So you can regain. You can do that. Regain the amount of times per day that you have like your Brightkin.
Gotcha.
But the amount of light you restore is tied to your Radiance.
The Radiance.
Level. Yeah,
that's fair. I was just trying to pad the stats since I'm no longer injured.
No, that's good. That's good. Okay, cool. So, yeah, you can go ahead and add that back. That's pretty easy. You don't have to roll. Yeah, so you guys go ahead and exit. You guys, if you want, Sirius, it's pretty easy to follow this map if you'd like.
How scaling is the map of the city? Is it the whole city or just the wet district?
It's the whole city. It's pretty impressive. It's a nice map. I'm gonna say Sirius, you have the map. Does
I
anybody else
can't really read well.
Okay, so Sirius has the map. You can add that to your inventory if you'd like, Sirius, and we don't worry about the weight right now. It's not a big deal.
All right.
Okay, cool. So with that, why is Sirius over here? Let's put it back in his chair. So with that, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna boop on over here. Okay, so you're leading the way, Sirius?
Yep.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Hopefully better than all the previous times.
Yeah. Maybe some more innocents will have to be killed. Or street thugs, who knows.
1 second, everybody. I'm going to do something real quick to add some ambiance.
I'm going
Can
to
you not
kind of
mention
talk to
thug in passing conversation? Just as a player, you know?
Yeah, that's okay. Sorry. I'm going to kind of talk to Destin as we're walking, and I'm gonna look at him and say, you know, having your dad be a mudblood isn't bad, right?
I am simply going.
True. He got a little racist.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
racist there.
Destin's just gonna say, still speaking through the mental link, just say, simply enough, I'm going to rip that man's arm off, and then use it as a spike to pierce his heart.
I'm just saying, Destin, like, you know
Uhtred,
there's nothing to be ashamed of.
Uhtred, simply enough, I'm going to kill that man viscerally, and that is that.
But he gets on me for killing common street thugs.
You killed them when they were surrendered. There's a difference. That man, he deserves it. Oh, by God, he deserves it. Now let's just
the
get
masked
on with
man
work.
in your head is like chuckling.
I'm just gonna mental link to Destin. At least you knew your dad.
Yeah.
You
I
have to
did.
mental. So poor Funako, your head is like you have like a complete headache right
I
now.
don't know how. I
Hey
don't.
guys, hey guys, I just want to say, like, I really appreciate you guys using this resource of Minecraft to telepathically communicate with each other, but it gives me a headache.
Oh,
And
I'm
I
sorry.
appreciate you guys want to be discreet, but speaking out loud is an option too.
Oh, I'm sorry for Knocker. I didn't realize that hurt your head.
I don't know. We don't know who's around us and who's watching us. Simple as that.
I won't use it again unless it's absolutely necessary. So I'm sorry.
Thank you.
On
And
our way
Funako
over-
holds out a fist bump.
I have fist bump Funako back.
Can you guys see this new board, or is this working?
Yeah.
Mhm.
On our way over here, can I see?
Can you guys,
if,
can you guys
we're-
move characters right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I see if we're being followed?
Yeah, make me It's up to you. You can either make a perception or a survival check. It's up to you. Both are valid.
I'm doing perception.
Okay. This will be. Actually, I don't have to tell you, right?
Yeah. Level 3 for me.
Yeah. You notice that guy from before, the guy that tried to bribe you, or tried to kind of get money off you. He's following you. He's staying probably about like a couple streets back, but he's following you guys, and like
Okay.
you're
Not
able to pick up
within,
on
like,
it, but you
earshot of us. But
no, not at all. He's just kind of following you
keeping
and
tabs.
kind of under, yeah. But he's obviously trying not to be seen, but you kind of are able to pick him off pretty quick. Okay, cool. So as you guys kind of make your way through the wet district, let me change the music here real quick.
I don't like all this water.
I don't like sand.
You know, I'm gonna
it's-
kind of look at Sirius and go, you know, I know your people's thing is, you know, water and such, but this reminds me of, you know, when we were in that death chamber. I don't really like the water anymore.
Sirius kind of frowns towards the gutter and he says, "Well, at least there's the sun." And he just kind of looks up at the sky.
That is true.
It is a beautiful day out. Okay.
Why are we where do we get to this island? Where's the rest of the town?
It's that way.
Where?
Imagination.
I'm going.
Oh,
I'm
this
going
is like
for
really
it.
shallow
I'm going
water,
home.
actually.
Oh,
Hey, you guys.
nice.
I was just
All
trying
right.
to show. And there's
Can I
like
find the
boats.
door?
Yeah, so well, you guys approach. So let me set the scene. So as you guys kind of approach this, you see the structure in Sirius. You're easily able to figure out where it is. There's this it's kind of in this warehouse district. And you come across this one. You can see that this is a 2-story building. It's of recent construction, and it's actually in a part of the town that is further away from the water. So it's not like towards like the bottom of the wet district. It's towards the very top, almost coming to the part of the town where things are nicer. And like you'll occasionally see like people that don't look like complete street criminals walking down the street, just kind of like minding their own business and walking down. You can even you'll see a small boy walking down the street, and he goes, "Extra, extra! Read all about it."
Oh,
Oh.
I'm gonna go. Well, what are you selling, kid?
Howdy, mister.
Get more.
I'm selling the running string paper.
Well, you know,
I can't read too good, but it's a good paper.
I can't read too good either. Has it got pictures?
It has one on the front page.
Oh, what is it?
Well, it's about the war.
Oh, well,
Just kinda...
can I take a look at it to see if I
Well,
want to buy it?
no. As he backs up, you gotta buy it.
How much is
Sirius
it?
kind of kneels down and he says, "How much for a paper?"
It's a bronze.
Bronze for a paper?
Yeah, it's make me a perception check, Uhtred.
I actually have extensive knowledge on swindling paper sales being a kid.
Use your vocation as guard there, eh?
Yeah.
No, I used that from
Yeah,
1,
this kid
2,
is
3,
super.
4.
He's overcharging. He's super
I think you
overcharging.
mean a copper.
No. Okay.
Yes.
No, it's not 1 copper. It's 2, but yeah, all right.
I'm gonna ask Fernaka if he still has those 2 copper.
I gave it to Dipper.
I'm gonna
Stop
ask
giving
Dipper for
money to
2 copper.
Dipper.
Dipper standing there looking like, why am I Mr. Moneybags?
Because you have
You
all
have
the
the
money.
money.
Not 2
You have the
copper, and
money.
he hands it to the boy.
And the boy's gonna hand over the paper begrudgingly. Rats! As he kind of like kicks a stone. Okay, and he's gonna start walking down.
You didn't
Extra,
let me.
extra.
You didn't let me try to swindle the kid.
Oh,
Dude,
you
I was trying to do. I can't read part 2. Remember, go back from session 1.
Yeah. Extra, extra. Read
Alright.
all about it.
Serious. What does the paper say?
Right. Guess I'll come up to like this wall and just kind of lean and start reading.
So, as you begin kind of to read it, Sirius, here's what you find. First of all, at the war. The war is at a standstill right now, but it's about to be back in full swing. Apparently, the 2 armies have been building up their reserves over the winter in the Crimson Foothills. they kind of talk about the massive defeat that had happened last winter. For the Empire, not for Redland, where some kind of new battle strategy or some new piece of equipment was deployed on the battlefield, and it's very secretive. It's some kind of runecraft contraption. It was apparently some sort of mechanical contraption that enabled a big victory in a battle in the Crimson Foothills, and the Empire kind of had to retreat. And again, like the Empire, right? They're not all Brightkin. Most of them aren't. A lot of their armies are actually from other delegations. So there are other armies that they call upon, and just normal citizens that fight usually on the front lines. It looks like the war is going to be back in full swing. The whereabouts of Vex'hilla Reddington and Luck Lightbringer are nowhere to be found, and the paper speculates that by this time, the likelihood is that Vex'hilla is somewhere in a dungeon in Crossroads, and Luck is probably being detained and spiked somewhere else. And this paper, which obviously has a bent towards it being pro Redland, because you guys are technically in Redland, kind of theorizes about like where they might be capped, like holding Vex'hilla, and what kind of like how this war might end with no real clear goal in sight. One thing they do mention, which kind of is one of the one of the big first things that you read, is that apparently what's it called? That whatever this equipment that was being produced by a company called the Weeping Anvil. And apparently this company has like some new upstart that started in Redwall, and apparently they're producing whatever this equipment is. That kind of shocks you guys.
My investment might pay off after all.
And apparently there was some technology, and they kind of talk about, there's a small little excerpt on the company and how it was founded, and it's all complete propaganda.
Aww.
Like it's like
does it not have a picture of Kilroy?
No, it's like these two.
Aww.
It's like these two. It's these like two vampire brothers who were like these geniuses, and like they made whatever this technology is, and it's very hush hush, but they promise there'll be more about it, and there's applications in normal life. There is apparently some mysterious benefactors who own a large chunk of this company that nobody knows about.
Me.
But they say that that's actually a secret third party that is one of there's like a very like high status official that can't be disclosed.
Can I like read this in like broken child read?
Yeah.
And go, mysterious. It's me. What?
What?
Nothing about fucking Kilroy.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, you know that guy that was traveling with us, Kilroy?
Yeah, I know.
Well, he was like somewhat of an inventor, and for 2 years, I was giving him pretty much all my wages, investing in his company. In my mind, I was paying him back for money that I stole. I didn't know it was his, but it was. And apparently, they're saying like the third party in this company that's turning the tide of the war is like some high-ranking official or something. It's literally me. What the fuck?
Oh. Well, shit. I'm sorry, you got stiff for your credit.
I don't care about the fucking credit. They didn't mention Kilroy at all.
I mean, it's probably more likely a coincidence than anything. The one thing that kind of gets me is, Uhtred, you had that weird vision with those mechanical things?
Yes.
Wonder if you had some premonition of the future.
I wonder. I don't know if it works that way. Also, narrator out of character. How noticeable is it when like I buff?
You weak light. Yeah, like you're glowing.
Never mind.
Yeah.
That's super noticeable.
It's very noticeable, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it is the middle of the day.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking more of buffing before we go talk to these people, but that wouldn't be a good idea.
Your eyes would be glowing slightly blue.
Hi guys, I'm not a threat.
Howdy.
How to use your
You-
friendly
you-
neighborhood light?
You could be buffing your int.
No,
Big
because
brain.
I would
More-
still do it. But it's not a coincidence. This is Kilroy's company. I don't give a rat's ass about what the fuck ever I own. They didn't even give him the fucking credit.
Well, hey, if we ever swing by Red Wall again, we'll have a chat.
Yes.
Dude, are you like a billionaire now? It's like,
I guess I'm rich.
Oh, they're not
I
gonna pay him a
guess.
cent.
Oh.
You kidding me?
nice.
I mean, technically, there were receipts for all this stuff. I don't know how stock options really work in this time period.
Listen, you should. I told you, you should have invested in them. You should have invested in Slumboy Incorporated.
What's Slumboy Incorporated?
It's an IOU.
Look, Uchard,
Oh.
I have an investment idea. Okay?
What?
So, look, I start a thieving guild.
No.
No,
Look, are you investing or not, Uchard?
we just said
I'm gonna
no.
look at serious. We need to find Vex before the war starts back up. We might be able to end this thing.
Agreed. Hopefully we can avoid whatever you saw. Sirius
Let's-
kind of folds up the paper and he just stuffs it in his sack for now, I guess.
Extra.
Keep
Read
it
all
going.
about it. War's about
Where's
to
the
start
entrance
again.
to here?
Oh, you have to move around and look.
I'm gonna walk this
So,
way. And
this
hopefully I find an entrance.
Dipper's gonna go, I guess I'll loop around the other way.
Hello?
Brooks.
Is anyone here?
You loop around and you come around the back here. You see that there's nobody currently out here.
Hello?
You can see it
think
looks like somebody was working out here recently, but you don't see anybody in particular.
The door. Hold
I'm,
the door.
Hold door.
Hold the door.
I'm gonna keep looping around the back here.
Okay. You find a big pile of crates here at the back. You could maybe use these to get a little bit higher up and look over the fence wall, but beyond that, nothing
Yeah.
really useful.
Okay, I'm gonna keep walking.
Okay. You guys keep going.
Hello? I'm yelling while I do this. Hello, anyone here?
You hear something move inside.
I don't
Hello,
think
I'm
we're doing
just-
this.
I'm trying to do business.
What are you trying to do here? You see like this
Oh.
guy like as you come around the side here, and he goes, "Who's yelling?"
I am, sir.
You see this bug, this chittenkin with like a big like axe, kind of walk up and go, "Who are these fools?"
Hello.
Where's our Hey, our
I am
bug boy's
Destin
much
Schaefer.
slower. We heard that you might have some items for sale.
Talking about, we don't have any items. We're just get out of here.
Do you need me to say it?
What are you buying? What are you looking for?
Runecraft.
I don't trust these guys. Look
Fine,
at
I'll
them.
take my money elsewhere. I heard, what was that other guy's name?
Danish.
Destin? Yeah, he sells some runecraft. Probably at a better
Whoa.
price, too.
Make me a communication check. We'll make this level 2 if you're just buying stuff.
Am I able to assist him because I?
Yes,
spoke-
because you spoke.
Hey.
That's a 3, 2 more. But
Maybe.
actually, you already got it.
Oh,
Two
let's
more.
see how I can roll. Oh shit!
Wow.
Five.
You crit succeed. That's a crit succeed. Holy moly! Wow. Okay, I'll change it. They go, no. Please, let us help you out. I'll give you the grand tour. Come on in. Go right this way. Everybody, come in. Seriously, we got the best. Just hurry up inside. Everybody inside. Come on.
Oh, if I could drag myself.
Should I wipe my
there we go.
shoes?
I can't turn myself for some reason. It's weird. I can only talk this way now.
You can't alt. It's alt. Hold
Oh,
alt.
is it? Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay.
Should I wipe my shoes?
No. It's fine. It's a warehouse. Just keep it down. And he kind of like looks around for guards or anything, and then he pulls out a key here and like unlocks the door. Who's buying? Is it just the one of you? And
Well, it depends on what you have that you're selling.
Yeah, just letting everybody in at once is kind of not a good business practice. So
That's fine.
who's buying?
I can go in first. I'll buy.
All right, just the one of you then, and the rest of you can wait out here with Crib.
Actually, S, would you like to go in with him? I know it's a little bit iffy, but there's just two of them, and I mean, they're both interested.
They both have money.
Given your so Uhtred, you're rolling off of a nat crit, so you can kind of like, how do you persuade this guy?
Listen. If you don't let us in now, at least me and one of other my associates, I don't know what I'm walking into here, but we're both prepared to spend if you have what we're looking for. So why don't you just legally slot two of us in?
If it's gonna compromise the deal, you can all come in.
Okay.
You're friendly, and I don't want to mess up a sale, so yeah, just all you come in. Just don't touch anything and don't break anything, and come right in. Crib, you watch. You stay out front and watch. All right. He kind of like looks at you, Finocchio, and he kind of like stops. You, what are you doing here? As you, this is not a Meraki. This is a guy that follows the old way. You can tell Finocchio as he kind of like looks at you. What are you doing so far away from your hive, little one?
Our bug boy is much cooler than their bug boy.
Yeah, much cooler.
Zammy?
He's got better posture.
Zammy might be muted.
Am I muted?
You were first.
No,
I don't know
you're
if
good
you were. Yeah, you're good now.
Is this Can you describe the looks of this guy? Is he like royalty?
No, this is you are I believe this because you're Meraki, right? Or is this guy? This guy follows the old way. He is somebody that does not live in a hive. This guy's entire figure is almost like wolf spiderish, is kind of like wolf, like a big wolf spider. He has like small hair on him on his exoskeleton, and his mandibles are kind of construct his jaw are a bit more aggressive. He wields kind of this big like glaive on a staff here, as he kind of like looks you up and down. But he's much bigger. You kind of you wouldn't know a bunch of these guys because like generally in the hive people have pretty set rules, but these are Chittenkin that are independent of hives.
Sorry, I think just a quick correction. I think the Meraki, like my people, do the old way.
Oh yeah. He's the new way.
Right. Yes, the new way.
My bad.
Okay.
My bad. I haven't looked at our lore document in a minute. I need to refresh myself. My bad. But it's all there. It's real. He's looking you up and down and goes, "Why are you so far away from the hive, little one?"
I'm simply helping my... Sorry, I haven't
He's
seen
like looking you up and down. Make me a no, he's just fine. He's just gonna like look you up and down and kind of seems like a little bit suspicious. And what he like going off Uhtred's nat like 20 basically. He's gonna look you up and down and go on inside and don't touch anything. Don't
non-injured
make me
Uhtred is legit.
crush your exoskeleton. He threatens you. Get in there.
Yes, sir. Finocchio is really put off balance by this, and he just follows inside.
Yeah, Destin's gonna step out of the way for Finocchio and just says, "Please be kind, sir. We're just here to talk."
Our
Shut
little
up,
guide
don't say
has
anything.
disappeared. Our little guide has disappeared.
Stay quiet, Destin.
Oh, did he disappear?
Yeah.
He went upstairs magically.
Oh no.
He disappeared. Oh, it's an
Everyone,
ambush!
quick!
Get him!
Touch everything!
Magic missile!
Hold on. What did I do with this guy?
He's on the crate.
Oh yeah, I threw
He's
him in the group.
upstairs.
Okay, so you guys come on inside and you guys see this whole operation. You see tons of crates on the ground, people like moving various things. Let me zoom up a little bit more here.
Do I see any more people?
You don't really, because it's just like the storeroom. You can hear there's like commotion or people talking further up. You go ahead and you guys are all in here and you kind of shows around. So this is an operation here. If you guys want to just, I'm usually not the guy that sells anything, but if you just guys want to wait right here, I'll go ahead and go get my compatriots and we can go ahead and do some business.
Sounds good.
And he's gonna go ahead and step forward here and walk over this way. Hey, Caroline! As he kind of like walks up, and you hear like some talking. What is it? There's some people here. They got recommended or something. Want to buy some rune crafts and whatnot. And you hear some like hushed tones and talking and stuff. And then about 5 seconds later, you see as like, hey, Ether, you want to come on out here? Just and he like knocks on this door here, and you see this lady here kind of pokes her head around, and she's like looking at you guys kind of like down the stairs, and you see as this other guy is gonna come out. So these two other guys are gonna come on out.
Like the Weeping Anvil, but nicer.
Nicer.
So these guys are gonna come on out here, and this guy Ether here is gonna come out, and he's gonna step down and walk on down here and go. He like looks you guys up and down. Hello, friends. I've heard that you are here to do some business with us. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes, we are.
He kind of looks down. What you buying?
Well, depends on what do you have.
Why are all these people related to the merchant from the, Resident Evil 4, Jack?
I know not of what you speak. We have a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Is anything in the market you're looking for in particular? Potions, scrolls?
I know.
I would assume that you would know what you want to buy.
Yes, some potions and definitely some scrolls. We got a couple scrolls now, but we're looking to add to that.
Interesting. Well, why don't you come this way? A lot of this stuff in here is the materials to build what we need, not actually the items. Before we continue, I'm gonna need all of you to take your weapons and throw them in this box right here as he kind of clicks it open. Just a precaution. Just to do good business.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna, I guess.
You two big guy as he points at your sword.
I don't think that's gonna fit.
Then just set it behind the box. Just can't be walking around in here with weapons. I mean, you could be, I don't know, here to kill us or something. I'm assuming that's out of character.
Yeah. Destin's just gonna he's gonna look to Uhtred, and he's gonna follow whatever Uhtred does. He's gonna follow him.
Uhtred is going to. Well, ma'am,
This woman up here said, right now.
I didn't realize I was talking to you.
Well, you are now. Put your weapons in the box if you want to do business, or else get out of here.
Sirius is putting his sword away and sneaking his sword breaker into his boot, and he also has his spare dagger in his boot as well.
Okay.
Uhtred is going to put away his obvious sword. He still has adversary in his backpack.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because okay. So for Sirius, make me a sleight of hand check. This will be level 2. So I was kind of like, I'm assuming you're taking off your backpack and your stuff, and you're just trying to slip it into your boot.
Yep.
Or conceal it somewhere.
This is why I should have taken brawling as a proficiency.
Ooh.
Okay,
A
one.
destiny point.
Yep, you use it. You're able to slip that into your shoe. And then Uhtred, are you trying to hide anything?
I'm gonna try to hide a dagger. I got adversary in my backpack, but I'm gonna put my obvious sword down here.
Sirius, don't go ahead and burn your destiny point. I'm gonna say for daggers, it just takes a common to conceal those pretty easily, because that's the whole point of a dagger. Yeah, conceal your dagger.
I'm gonna try to conceal a dagger, but I'm gonna take my sword off and put my sword. So I'll make a sleight of
Where's
hand check.
adversary on your body right now?
It's in my backpack, homies.
Okay. So she asked you to put everything over there. So if it's in there, it's gonna get put by the chest.
Oh, okay. Then I'll try to. How easy is it? Do you think to conceal adversary?
So adversary doesn't really. It's just like a hilt. So like it's pretty small. It actually is like probably about as easy as a dagger.
Then I'll try to hide adversary as well.
Okay. So you're hiding a dagger and adversary.
Yeah. Sleight of hand.
Yep.
I haven't used sleight of hand in a while, so I had to go look real quick. I haven't used this since season 1.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you're good.
Probably
You're able
need
to
to
tuck them away and everything. For Nacrio, they're gesturing you to your mace and everything.
Nakra puts down his man catcher, dagger, and morning star.
Yeah, so they're gonna go. I always forget you have such crap. The morning star. So you're gonna put the man catcher and everything, and they're gonna go ahead and like take the really long man catcher, and they're gonna take it and put it in one of these bigger boxes over here, and the sword, the gun, all of it.
Destin's gonna take the sword off of his hip, and he's gonna say over the mental link to Uhtred and Sirius, say, can you draw our attention a bit? I'm not that good at this shit. And he's gonna take the sword off.
What are you trying to hide, ma'am?
As she kind of looks at you.
How long? What? Is there anything that your runecrafter specializes in that we should know about?
Yeah, as he's doing this
No
distraction,
talking until the weapons are put away.
As he's doing this, trying to distract her,
Okay.
Destin's taking he's going through the motions. He's like putting his sword behind the chest and like taking off his war axe.
Hurry up, you fucking lunk! You're taking forever.
Here. That's kind of rude of you. We're paying customers.
Shut the fuck up.
And then when she's
She's
focusing
awful.
on the other two, Destin's gonna try to slip his bodkin dagger up his beneath his chest, his cuirass.
Okay, go ahead and make me a sleight of hand, level 1. This guy is gonna take your big sword though.
Destin's gonna sit there and say, "Would you mind if this just sits here?"
No, it goes in the
so
box
much-
with the rest.
Well,
And he points over
said
this
it could
crate.
go behind the box.
No, give it to me. And he's gonna reach forward. Jesus, have you guys never done business? So he takes it and he's gonna walk over. Besides, it's a shitty sword anyway. He says he's gonna take it and he's gonna chuck it in this box and like lock it tight. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All the weapons are away, Caroline. She kind of don't use my name, idiot. Oh right. C. Right. Yeah.
Over the mental connection, doesn't say, "Okay, I'm really considering killing this one."
Now we can talk business. I'm the one that's in charge. What do you want?
Well, we're looking for some scrolls and
Okay.
some potions.
Stay right here. Watch them, all of you. She can like disappear into a back room here. So she's
How
gonna
many,
walk.
can I make a perception check to see how many people are watching us?
Yes, you can. It's pretty obvious. There's this guy right here, and then there's the two guys standing up here on the balcony. One of them is another chittenkin, and he has a crossbow.
I got 4.
Anything else you can notice? So you notice there is a ridiculous amount of stuff in here. A lot of this looks to be crated up, and it looks like it's actually being. Some of it looks like it's like something like materials they're bringing in to do stuff.
How tight were the weapons locked up?
Pretty darn. Well, they have like the serious locks on them now.
Okay, that was just
Yeah.
my question.
You do hear that there's somewhere up further up that has not revealed themselves. Here. And so anyway, so this guy here, he's gonna kind of stand here and go, well, you guys just wait right here and I'll go help her. There's a lot of scrolls to grab and you drop them everywhere. And but yeah, it's a pleasure doing business. What's y'all's names? As he begins to like kind of slowly walk up the stairs.
Uhtred Storm.
Oh, a bastard. I am one of you as well. My name's
Schaefer.
Schaefer. Nice to meet you. I'm Bob Bob Tide. Oh no, let's go.
Is it bastard?
really
You
your
have a
name?
bastard name.
yeah. My real name's Robert, but I go by Bob.
What's your last name?
Tide.
Ah,
A
I
bastard.
didn't. Yes, I know. I'm always curious at what the different bastard names are in the different regions.
Yep. Here, just stay right here, and we'll be right back. As these two.
I'm mental link. Everyone, I count 6. At
Over the
least.
mental link, Destin's gonna say, if things get rough, we can take him. Be ready.
As this guy walks down. I'm just curious, as he's like sitting on the stairs, like he's eating an apple.
Over the mental
Right.
link, Destin's gonna say, Lether.
Someone named Lether told us
Make a
that-
deception check.
Damn it. Well, isn't it communication?
Let's make it actually. I don't have to tell you what it is.
Lether is a reputable businessman.
I'm just saying. I made that a nat 20. It doesn't count with him still.
It's a deception. This is not persuasion.
Still communication.
Yeah, but it's like a different thing.
5.
Okay. He goes,
got a 1.
I thought he was working for somebody else, but it's nice that he didn't take what happened too harsh, I guess. We'll have to. Do we do a refer? Hey, Caroline, do we do a referral system like the other guy?
Why they all have
This guy clicks. Referral systems are great. We all.
Do y'all do that membership card thing?
Yeah, like, do you have any sales going on right now?
I don't
I
know.
think what's behind the counter.
He's kind of it's kind of a new upstart, as I'm sure Lester told you. So it's not really there's not really a lot going on. We're kind of just starting up, and honestly, you all are our first customers, so it's just good to know that the word's getting around that we're making quality stuff, and that there's some real business getting good. Things are going up. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. Things have been a little stressful lately. We've had some less than kind competition, and things are going up for us. Isn't that right, Tick? And he goes, yep. Referral system is what we need to implement next. Drive good business. And with that, these guys are gonna walk back around here, and Ether and Caroline are gonna go, all right, so here's what we got. And so they each in their hands. So she's got like 3 potions kind of clasped in her arms, and this guy has about 5 scrolls. And they're gonna come on down here and go. So what we got here? We got a couple things. We got some various things. We got a potion of a scroll of darkness. We've got a scroll of a slow fall. We've got a scroll. You just want to take here? I'll come down here and I'll show you.
If you don't mind.
You guys set
we
this on
also have our own. He doesn't craft runes, but I would say he's an expert. And I'm going to point to Fanako. Come and inspect these, Bugman.
Yes, of course.
He's gonna look at you. Oh, we've got another expert. You could probably talk to Caroline for days then. As this guy kind of goes, here they are. As he kind of like sets them over, kind of lays them out on the ground here. So we got here, this is your darkness scroll. This right here is your slow fall scroll. This one right here, actually, you know all these. You're an expert. I'm sure I don't even need to explain any of this to you. So yeah.
No, you don't.
How did you solve the mirror inverse problem that you usually get with the illusion-ish kind of scrolls? How do you? Oh, actually, you said you didn't make them, right? Just an expert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm learning how to make runes, since they're so taxing on you.
Well, this makes it easy. I don't even have to explain anything. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
So which one do you want here? There's the alert one, the oil spill.
Well, what's the price?
So generally, we're doing right now, since you all are our first customers, it depends. Are you wanting to buy a couple? If you just want to buy one, we are charging about 50 bronze per one. But if you wanted to maybe buy a couple, we could maybe take that down a bit.
I actually did want to ask. These scrolls, I'm just a common consumer. I'm not an expert like my friend here. They seem of very high quality. Where did you get these? It's very impressive.
Make everything in house.
You see, a lot of startups these days don't do that. They outsource. That's very impressive.
She's gonna kind of step and go. Oh, I make them all. I'm quite proficient.
What does she look like?
She appears to be. She's a very odd-looking person. You guys actually might not have seen a race like her before, but she is a Leshenkin. So she is actually like a tree person.
Jack, I'm gonna do a throwback for you real quick.
Oh no.
Oh, you make all the scrolls, do you? What's your name?
You call me C for now. That's all you need to know. She's just a bit paranoid. You gotta understand, there's this bloody crime lord in town who's been trying to kill us.
Well, I'm gonna kind of look down at the scrolls and kind of go, you make some from what I've seen, these are very high quality.
The best. Better than you lot deserve. Caroline, shush. You shut the fuck up. I'm the whole reason this company's all in business anyways. Just keep your eyes on them and let's get this business. Now here, which ones are you buying? We've talked for long enough. Jeez, Caroline, as this guy clicks. So rude.
Wow.
Just tries to do business.
I just want to say, first off,
you're very, very beautiful as well as talented with the scrolls.
based on your persuasion check before, she's just gonna like unexpectedly like blush, and she goes, Thank you. I guess. What the referral
You
system?
have
Or
to
we,
wonder.
Lether is the one that sent them, and the referral system is very important.
You gotta wonder why would
I'm
somebody
gonna say your referral system is very attractive.
Oh, it's like Bug Boy blushes.
yeah you gotta wonder why would a crime syndicate lord try and hurt a pretty face.
Exactly.
He's a bugger. She kind of like points her neck. He had me collared up and locked in his fucking dungeon to work for him for forever. Now, yeah, I think there was some. I mean, it could have gone better both ways, but he's a bloody psychopath.
Well, Destin's gonna say of the mental link. He says, "I hate to say it, I kind of like these guys."
I do too. I'm gonna ask a question real quick to them. So you being, part of kind of the underworld of this city, we're kind of new here. We kind of tracked a friend of ours who kind of got wrapped up in some unpleasant business, and I didn't know if you might know where she is as well.
What's she look like?
She's got red hair. She's a vampire.
Oh. And he's gonna turn around and go, you know that girl?
Yes.
Huh. Yeah, she, caused some problems here a couple months back.
For you all?
Not for us, but we were part of, there's a man named, Dennis, and, we used to be part of his organization before we escaped. But, she caused some problems for him a couple months back. She, killed a couple of his men, kicked the shit out of Dennis, I heard, on her way out, but, I don't know.
Do you know where she might be?
Yeah, is she safe?
I have no
James
idea,
is
to be
kinda-
honest. We all heard this tush earlier. Actually, we used the diversion that she was in to kind of get away.
Oh,
Well,
so it sounds like y'all a little bit thankful to her. That's
No, not at
I'm
all.
gonna
Why would
mental
I? I don't
link-
know her.
I'm gonna mental link the group. Do you think we could enlist their help to take down Dennis? Or
all I
should we
know
go
is
through with
They-
Dennis?
They
Listen,
have
just listen to this. From what she said, if Dennis got the shit kicked out of him by Vex, then he's probably, considering how unstable he seems, I don't think he's gonna be giving us much help with her. I think we
Yeah.
might need to change
if
alliances.
anything, I'm sure he'd rather have dealt with her right away. And the fact that he hasn't yet probably means he doesn't have as much information, or at least no more than what this group has.
Well, I'm gonna kind of look to this group. Do you guys have a potion? With your permission, could I reach into my bag?
Your bag's over in the chest.
Oh, well, I have a potion in the bag that I found, and I would like to buy some more potions like it. I haven't used it yet, but it's one that can make people. It said invisibility on it.
You see her here. She kind of perks up at this. She goes, We can't make one of those yet. I'd be willing to buy that off you."
How much?
Let me go look at my books in the back here. Keep an eye on these fellas. She kind of steps back here.
I'm gonna mental link. Do you guys think we should just let them be?
Listen, at least let's dig a little deeper and see if they're actually criminals, because these guys just seem like somewhat decent, if a bit odd folk.
Yeah, I'd feel bad ruining what they have going on.
I'm not
here.
kidding. Listen, let's dig a little deeper, figure out if they're actually criminals or not. I'm not killing innocent folk.
Narrator, is this eerily similar to the Weeping Anvil?
Similar.
So I'm getting nostalgia flashbacks.
She's gonna come in and go, "I bought it off of you for 2,000 bronze."
I'm going to mental link the group. Should I do it?
That's a shit ton of
2,000
money.
bronze.
No.
No.
How much
Hold
gold?
off.
A gold is 100 bronze, right?
Saying anything.
A gold, no, it's magnitudes of 100. So a gold would be 10,000 bronze, I think.
Is that right?
Well, I don't know about that. How about this? Give me a moment to kind of look over these scrolls and see if I want to buy anything. Talk with my
But your
group
expert
here.
has already looked at them here. We're not going to stand around all day waiting for you to buy
I
something.
thought
Let's
you
do
also
business.
I thought you also had potions.
Here, she's going to walk down and set them down. Or she can actually hand them to this guy and say, go set them down there. And he's going to set them down on this thing. Here are the potions. This is actually a special one. We didn't make this. Shh, don't tell them that. We didn't. We bought this, and it's a revival heal right here. So if your friend, as long as he's not dead and he's on the ground, this will bring him back up. Even if you
How
had an
much for that
expert.
one?
Let me check my prices. I believe this one is pretty expensive. Pretty
I'm on a mental link. Do you guys think we should just let them know that Dennis is after them? Buy something, and then just go try to steal the book from Dennis?
Or we could
We
work
could
with
maybe
them.
enlist their help.
That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm just gonna be
weren't
honest.
followed here, so we're gonna need to do a little bit of extra work in convincing them. But I'm sure we can figure something out.
Listen.
I'll
I'm
use
just gonna
my
say it.
charm.
I'm just gonna say it here. If we do
Alrighty.
kill Dennis, which I am going to do, there's gonna be a power vacuum. Of
And
all
they
the
can
people
take
we've
it, though.
seen, yeah, of all the people I've seen, these people at least seem harmless. I'm not sure.
Okay, Pinocchio. I'm sorry for mental linking. We'll stop now.
I will simply be honest and tell them everything about
That's what I
Dennis
will do.
and that we are here to kill him, but we're not going to kill him.
Allow me to do the
Oh.
honors. Or
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you can too. You are a noble, so you have a way with words.
But I have a way with the tree end.
So this potion
That
right
is
here,
not a tree
this
ant,
one
that
is
is a lichenkin.
it's more mass produced. This one's about 500
Hmm.
for the revival.
Well, I think you guys should keep it. Look, we don't have weapons.
Hello,
I
people
wanna let
in
my
here.
associates talk.
Hello, people.
It is me. Fnaco's going to take a couple steps forward. Not too close. I'm not getting too close. He says this out loud. We
These guys.
are not going to kill you, but Dennis has hired us to kill you.
Like,
Hold on.
draws his axe, this guy like pulls
No,
like a
no,
hydro
no,
blast on
listen.
you guys. This lady here, like her fingers extend, and she like has like tree like leaves growing out of it.
We
And
got
this
our
guy at the
hands
top
up.
here is gonna go, but we didn't talk about the referral system as he points his crossbow.
Sirius just looks at Pinocchio and he says, "You could have worded that a little
And this
better."
guy's gonna
Yeah, that
pop
was
out
really
here.
shitty.
This guy's gonna scuttle out with a
I just
crossbow.
wanted everything to be honest and out in the open,
Well, we could.
but we do not want to kill you.
Finocchio
We
And
don't.
that
made me,
is
Finocchio make me a communications check. This is going to be level 4. This is difficult. You just straight
Yeah,
up told
I'm
them.
going to use your preemptive destiny point.
He's like, we're
Yeah,
not gonna
yeah.
murder you. We're hired to kill you.
Okay. We can do it. No.
1,
You
2,
get it.
3, 4.
We're good.
Oh!
Okay. So these
Got our hands
guys
up.
all have their weapons pointed at you, and they kind of like look, and this guy goes, "Well, if they were gonna kill us, why did they tell us?" Actually, like lowers his
Exactly.
weapon. It's mind games. They're gonna kill us. They
No.
don't want to take me back.
Why
No.
would we give you our weapons if we weren't doing that?
Nobody that bad talks about the referral system.
I think it's very nice.
Ma'am, you didn't tell me your name, but I can assume that you're Carolyn, the one that Dennis wants. Look, we don't want to hurt you. We want to warn you that Dennis is trying to hire people to kill you guys. But if we all work together, we could take Dennis out, and he won't be a problem for you anymore.
We've met him. He is utterly fucking insane. And listen, I know that you people are probably on the far side of the law, but anyone's better than him.
Caroline was like pondering it.
He also wanted us to kill everyone but you and enslave you.
Yeah, he was gonna chop off your legs so you couldn't run away.
But keep your fingers intact, because that's
Yeah,
required for
After
you.
here is gonna like shudder at this, and then this guy right here, he's just standing here dumbfounded. Man, I gotta be honest, guys. I dropped the ball on this one.
It's alright. Listen, Carolyn, I was planning to kill him anyway. As far as I'm concerned, if we can work alongside you all, do it easier and do it better,
We're
I'm in.
trying to find our friend.
You want him dead then?
He
Just go find your
insulted my
friend.
parents.
Also,
Really?
he'll probably become a problem
Yes.
for us in the future.
If what you're saying about our friend is true, I doubt he has the information he promised. We need to find out what's in his book. We need to find our friend. We've traveled here from very far away. Got caught out in the winter. We're so close. We just want to find her.
I'm gonna kind of ponder this. So, what do you propose that we do?
Well, if you have that potion, do you think you could make more now?
No, it would take me a bit.
Well, I would suggest
But I might be able to do something else. So,
Listen,
generally those potions there, they last for a good long while. I might be able to split it up a little bit. You can't usually do that with potions. It doesn't work that way. The measure's in the dose, you see. But I might be able to split up the time and distill it to smaller potions for all of us to slip in. I think those things have about an hour in them, so we could divvy it up that way. What did you have in mind if we could sneak y'all in there invisible like?
Look, we would need help. He's got, as you know, quite a good amount of guards. But we could take out his organization there. You guys can take over, make it better or whatever. I don't care. All I want is his book. But we take out Dennis, and you guys deal with the rest. And we'll help.
Listen, as far as I can see, no one likes that guy. They're with him because he has power. When we take him out, I
You'll have
doubt
the
any of
power.
those. Yeah, and I doubt any of his soldiers are going to be willing to die for him if he's not around to pay him.
And looks around. We just need
But
to be.
you need to be there to assume that throne. Because then you'll hold the power.
They kind of
You'll
all look
hold
to
the
her.
shots.
She kind of looks around. Well, all right then. Let's make a plan. As she kind of lowers her hand. It's a business arrangement. We'll get you your book, and I assume the throne. And that's a
That
done
is
deal.
alright with me.
She's gonna walk down. Let's
and,
shake on it then.
I'm gonna reach my hand out.
You guys go ahead and shake hands. She shakes hands with all of you. All right then. I'm Caroline. This here is Rob. This one here on the left is Bill, and that's Tick and Tack up there.
Who's the guy outside?
Oh,
The Catton one.
that's well, actually, he doesn't really have a name.
What do you call him?
We just call him Big Bug.
I like it.
He
But,
he comes from a weird culture.
okay.
I don't know. You guys have some. I don't know. He doesn't. Apparently, his culture they don't have like names.
Oh, so Fanaka, your name is not real?
No, his
It's
kind do, but
complicated.
they got some weird race stuff there. They're
Also
all bugs. I don't understand it.
Yeah, forewarning. When we were talking to Dennis, when he sent us here to try to kill you, which we're not doing by the way, he said that he wanted it done by the end of the day. So
Also,
Here's a plan. What if
Did you see if you all were followed?
Me?
Hold on,
Me?
wait. Did you see if you all were
Yeah.
followed?
we were followed? Hear me
Oh.
out.
we know where the guy is.
We know where he is. Hear me out. He said we could do whatever we want, just keep you alive. He's not going to care if two of us don't come back. What if me and Destin take you, quote unquote, prisoner, while the rest of them use the potion and sneak attack? Because he'll let us straight in. If
Then we're
we
gonna
have
be-
you.
Then we're gonna be in his throne room.
Then we'll be in his throne room, and we launch our attack from there.
Pretty good plan. We gotta just be careful. You gotta understand. He's not there because he's got what it takes to back it up. I mean, he used to run with God the Laughing Storm. He was his first mate. We gotta be really careful with this guy. Gotta kill him quick and without much of a fight. Or if he gets wind of this, it's gonna be a lot of trouble on our hands. But it doesn't look like we have any other option, does it?
Jessica look over to Sirius and say, "Think you can plant a knife in his back quick enough?
I could certainly try.
We'll be there to back
And
you
I
up."
guess we could well, I guess it's not try, it's do or die.
Yep.
Do or
Well,
die.
if you'll so kindly unlock all of our items, I will hand you the potion to divvy up.
He's like thinking about it, and she points to this guy on the left, Bill. Give him the stuff. And he's gonna go, all right, and he's gonna walk over here and unlock it.
Jessica looked at her and say, "And listen, I hate to ask more, but I think you can understand the magnitude of the situation. We'll give it all back, but we're gonna need everything you got."
Right. She kind of nods her head. Yeah, well, it's a good investment. Let me go pull everything I can out of the back.
I'm gonna hand her the potion.
All right, and she's gonna take it, and she's gonna go ahead and head on up here as these two guys are gonna like skitter down and go. So then, Lether did not talk to you about the referral system.
No, but you guys should use the referral system.
It's a fabulous system.
It's a
It is
fabulous
very
system.
Exactly.
Well, I guess in a
So-
roundabout way, Lether did tell us about you because he told us about Dennis.
Oh, he kind of turns. Referral system is a great idea. They look at they look at Finocchio and they go, "Who refers you to them?"
I'm going to as they're saying this, kind of restrap my sword, and then like kind of rummage through my bag, but secretly take out the stuff I've hidden, with trying to do it without them seeing, so they
Gotcha.
don't just think that we're lying, and
Yeah.
then rehilt everything up.
Okay, you're fine. With that, as she's fetching the potions and the stuff, as these guys are talking about the referral system, and as you guys come up plan here what to do next, we're gonna go ahead and end this episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll give you guys time to plan, and hopefully this isn't your guys' Vietnam. But that's an old throwback to one of our old D&D games that something went really wrong. But with that, everybody, thanks so much for watching, and we're gonna catch you guys in the next one. Peace.